almost 5 feet long lengthways. Hold on, go back.
Hello.
No, it's 7 feet
Right there.
interior.
Right there.
We're a guy down, so we're gonna handle some stuff before he gets
5
here,
feet width.
and then
Yeah.
we'll
With
dive
the
into
length
it.
itself is 7 feet interior.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
So
looking
it's
more
about
about looking.
2 people.
Yeah, I think 2 people.
Hi everyone.
This is tent.
Tent.
You guys left off in the Careless Tap after that large meeting. They told you the history of Port Lashley a bit. They introduced you to the pillars. They went into your items kind of thing and saw that the cloth in the club had a similar kind of label on it. Wanted information about that. And I mentioned that there's a moonstone up for grabs at that local tournament at the gambling Stormfront Waterfront deal. Or what was it? It said something waterfront, but Songbird Waterfront, there it is. So you guys had mentioned that and then had a delivery in mind for Amethystia as well, where we left off there. So
Our timeline, which one was happening first? Was it the tournament or the delivery?
Delivery had a week time for us to.
When was the
finish.
tournament time?
a couple of days
Couple
is
of
when
days.
the tournament will be held. So you have time to do either or.
So we can make the delivery and still have time for the tournament.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Okay.
Were we gonna take a rest before? I think we all.
It was nighttime.
Yeah, I was
guys.
gonna say, I thought we
I'm
took
assuming
a
you
rest
guys
after.
rested
Yeah,
on that,
because I
but,
think
yeah.
we leveled
Because-
up.
I
Yeah.
meditated. Yeah.
Did we?
We did not.
We did not.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
we're right on the verge.
You guys are still on, still.
Yeah,
I think you're
custom.
all level 7 right now, but you're very close to 8. Just
Yeah,
because how it worked out.
We're
for you
edging a little
previously.
bit.
I did.
That's disgusting. But, you know, it's-
Okay.
it's-
I'm just saying, we're on the edge. Like, our toes are hanging
Oh,
off. You know?
my
Yeah.
bad. I
Yeah,
misinterpreted.
It's like we're on the diving board, the toes are off the side, and, you know, it's boinging.
About to bust into the water.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's more along that.
Break into some H2Os, you know?
That's what it is. So no one gets inspiration.
Yeah, if we take a rest and then first thing in the morning we'll set out.
Okay. You gonna do any fishing, or are you just hitting it?
No, seeing that we're gonna go do the delivery. So
Okay.
first day, not getting up early and going out.
Okay.
It's strange for me to do it.
Perfect. All right.
How far of a ride is it?
What access point are you going for?
The
Going for
closest one.
Closest one in.
Yeah.
Closest one in will be in the Iron District, up near the docks that Badur is usually fishing off of. So,
Okay.
ride wise, it would take maybe 2 hours to the base of it, and then getting up and in will probably be a few hour trek or so. I've never made that, so it's hard to judge. But you will be climbing up the spire today.
Be climbing up?
Like, I mean, walking. It's a path.
Oh, okay.
But
It's
I'm
like
just
a
saying
horse
you're-
won't
yeah,
make it?
yeah, you're going to be
Okay.
ascending. Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's a pretty wide path all the way up.
Okay. And I'm just reading here because I remember I read something the last time that we played.
Yeah.
And something about
carrying
like
capacity.
not necessarily carry capacity, but more so maintaining wild shape
Okay.
instead of consuming a charge. So I'm trying to like look over it again
Okay.
because it was different than what I thought it was. Okay, so it's, you stay in your beast shape for a number of hours equal to half your druid level rounded down.
Oh wow.
So that's what it is. You revert back to normal
So you have
form
3
unless
hours?
you expend another use of this feature. You can revert to normal form earlier by using a bonus action to turn 0. Okay. So yeah, so 3 hours.
Yeah, 3
yeah,
hours.
so 3 hours. So
Okay.
I could do 6 hours total as a warhorse for a day.
Okay. Good.
So that's what I remember was going on. Cool.
Okay.
So I will go ahead and warhorse it up.
Okay.
Let's go!
Front or back?
I prefer the front.
Yeah.
Didn't I won that race, that full race? Wait, who won that full race?
I believe we did.
I think I should take the front.
Jeez. Okay, so yeah, you 3 cut off. Puck says, I'm gonna do it by foot. I have some cargo that I can't risk on a horse. That's what he says. So you guys will cut off, and he'll be walking behind. It takes you on horse the 2 hours. Gets there nice. The guards of the Platinum outpost are posted on there, and there's 2 side to side on this large ramp going into Amethystia up the mountain. They approach and say, "When you see your badges."
I'll pull out the amulet that I have. Does this work?
The amulet you have, what is the amulet?
That's the dragon one.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I don't know what that is. Do you have business in Amethystia at all?
We have a package to deliver.
I'm gonna need more details.
Medication for
Dolora.
Did Hartman send you?
yes.
I have your badges. He comes out and he pulls out 4, and they're a very simple badge labeled with an amethyst crest on it, and it has that pink hue to it overall. It has no like similar type of shape, but it just seems gem inlaid on it, and so it kind of has the pass, and it's kind of a crest, but not really anything distinct. But it has that amethyst hue to it, and he hands those out. He said, "You told me there would be 4 of you, not 2." What?
One of our parties running late.
He's on foot.
Okay. Any descriptions I can look out for him, or
What form was he when he left? Was he?
Puck? That's up to him, type of thing. He's been mainly not disguising, so he'd probably be in his normal form.
Okay. He's blue
He's blue.
and horns.
Okay, I don't think I can miss that.
No, you can't.
All right, and yet there was a fourth member as well.
He's
the,
ready.
the horse.
Yeah.
Horses don't need passes to get.
This one does. It's not normally a horse.
I'll give you a pass, and you guys can figure that out later. So
Appreciate it.
make your way. All right,
Thank you.
I'll let you through. No gate to it, just a lot of guards. They kind of step aside, let you guys up the mountain there. As you begin to climb, it's about 30 minutes in, you notice there is a sharp change in the texture of the ground. It goes from kind of a well-worn mountain path that you'd expect to see in a mountain walking up to a cobblestone, very well kept, and there is inlaid amethyst accents all the way up as it's climbing. The stones themselves look like they're part of the mountain, and they've been kind of taken down, etched in, and laid, so it's a similar stone that you're seeing.
Huh.
And the amethyst inlets are very, very well done, evenly spaced all the way through. It's very smooth under your hooves for sure as you're beginning to climb.
As that's happening, I noticed a change in the terrain. I will go ahead and instead of having a little bit of like bend in my legs, I'll go ahead and stiffen out fully.
Right.
So that way it's fully, you feel the road.
Nice, okay.
You can also clomp a little bit more with some style, you know.
Awesome. You guys all notice
Trotting now.
Trotting.
as you guys are climbing into this section, high above you to your right, you see large winged creatures that seem to be in a nesting sort of pattern that are going in and out, and they seem like they're picking off smaller birds or insects and things, but they look to be of a pretty wide size.
I'm going to go ahead and do a nature check,
Okay.
just for my own knowledge.
Okay.
So I know whether to skedaddle.
I gotta remember the names of these guys.
That was a cool roll. Did you see that? Came up here, did like a little kick flip, and then came back down.
Kick.
It was like a, what is they, half pipes? That's like how it was. Yeah, 14
14.
nature check.
I gotta see the name of these guys.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
You got that. Long day or
Pimples
what?
in your eyes?
I feel you.
Well, there's something strange in the neighborhood.
Who you gonna call? Oh, Bustin' makes me feel good. That's what he says.
It is.
Okay, we're gonna go with that because that works. Is probably what I had in there. They are griffins.
Oh.
Yeah, you see probably 8 of them or so that you clock.
Pretty big.
Oh yeah, they're large for sure. They're far enough up that you don't think you're in any sort of harm. You just notice that they are quite a ways up in that area. You think there's probably a griffin nest up there of some sort, or some sort of gathering point.
Interesting.
As you guys continue, It takes another 30, and this would be where you're about tapped on time on your first one.
Just about. Yeah, so
you-
I'm gonna start like bucking a little bit.
Oh,
You are seeing around the corner. You've probably traveled up a few hundred feet easily. Type of thing. You have some wide view now of Lassoli, Iron District, things like that. It is progressively keeping that nice toned road going up. Around the corner, you start to see some buildings. You think that you're getting to a more of a proper city-esque type of thing. On foot would probably take you another 30, 45 minutes or so travel to get properly to the city itself.
okay. Yeah. Once he starts bucking,
Okay.
you step off.
You revert, you guys get into the city proper. As you're walking up, you notice a staunch change in the light of the area. Everything here is in a vibrant pink hue, and you notice that there's just so many large amethyst crystals jutting out through the city that have been worked in that literally the sunlight hitting this just changes the color of the entire town, kind of like going into a red light room. But everything has a pink hue to it. You start to see very overt advertisements for the Gemisterium, and you see a very beautiful elven woman in various poses on these advertisements, all kind of telling you, hey, check out the Gemisterium, come here, we have the finest gem works, all that. And she's wearing different pieces that you think are sold at the Gemisterium, but is in your face for sure. You start to see some folk kind of working, day-to-day business sort of thing, selling things on the streets, kind of doing paperwork. Some of them are crunching some numbers or some sort of cataloging, some census kind of work where they're shuffling papers, all that. Everyone here seems very classy, kind of upscale. Ton of merchants going through here. They're selling foods, they're selling stones, they're selling equipment, tools. They're selling nicer sort of instruments. That there's even some abacus and math tools going on here. There's some book salesmen going on. There's a very prominent academy called the Amethyst Academy that is right smack in the center of the town off to the side, and is a 3-4 story building, very, very nice. The comparison to the Ingot High is not even there. This is a very, very upscale school. You don't know what kind of grade level or whatnot, but this is a very prominent part of Amethystia for sure. You see the Gemisterium right next door to it, and that is a 2-story building, one of the fanciest here by far. And these are nice buildings compared to anything you guys have seen up to this point. Off to the right, you see a very large entrance into the mountain itself, into the spire, and there is obvious signs of it being an open mine that is being worked on. And you two especially have been worked in the mine before. This is a continuation, but much higher up for sure. And you do see some dwarven men coming in and out, working the mines, kind of, having that sort of grit about them. But even these miners, much fancier than down below.
I feel out of place.
A lot of the people that you see going through oddly have inlaid gems somewhere on their skin that looks like it's a part of them, but it looks like it's underneath the skin a bit. And they're all amethyst freckled on that. So,
Wow.
Yeah. And that's the layout of amethyst. So.
Good job. This is what they call the high society. So we gotta be on our feet and on our toes to not. We gotta be pinky up. Mm-hmm.
I'm with you.
What is that?
It means to be fancy.
It's what you do to show prestige.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're gonna know.
Did Hartman tell us where we were going?
Not really. They said her house was here.
Can I see my badge? Thank
There you
you.
go.
And I'll pin it on my shirt.
Nice. Oh, and they are made of leather. That's the main. It's a leather badge inlaid with amethyst.
Nice.
All I know is Delora, elderly woman halfling.
I mean, we can just start asking around. I'm sure somebody knows her.
I'll go
Are we standing in the middle of
You guys stand wherever you want to stand. Yeah, that's you.
We're standing in the middle of where this town first
Yeah.
opened.
Oh yeah.
I'll go to the if there's a town square or a center.
There is a large fountain in the middle of what you
I'll
would
go
think would be
to
a
the
town
fountain.
square.
I'll go, Delora!
A few merchants go,
fitting in.
Could you keep it down a little bit over there?
Do you know where Delora is?
I'm just a merchant here. I do not know any Dolores.
Do you know where I could go to find her? Or who to ask to find her?
As you're speaking, there is a gentleman who is crunching numbers and says, "Hey, buddy, I don't know what you're referring to here overall, but I would appreciate if you didn't yell. I'm trying to focus here. Delora lives in the northern sector."
Okay, thank you.
Let's go.
That's all I needed.
Hey, you're welcome. He's a little pissed, a little kind of shut the hell up type of thing, Pencil in the ear. I mean, he's he's in the stress kind of mood.
Don't worry, we'll get him out of here.
I hope the numbers aren't too hard on you.
I need to go.
He knows the numbers. It's okay. Let's go. Mm-hmm.
He zips off everything. You hear him muttering just something on that, and he's ripping papers on that. So.
I can go fix his attitude.
I'm sure he's gonna fix it himself. Probably the numbers will help.
Let's go to the north side.
A man approaches. He's in very nice garb with a. It's primarily not a monocle. That's a different guy. There's a monocle guy. That's a different guy. It's primarily a gray overcoat, but it has very specific inlaid amethyst to it, similar to the badge work, but a little bit nicer. This seems to be a guard, although no weapons on him. And he approaches. He goes, "You all seem to be new to Amethystia here." And,
what gives it away?
Well,
You didn't keep your pinky up. We told you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's.
Was it the pinkies?
No, it's the fact that you're yelling in the town square. Most people here know each other, and you clearly don't seem to be merchants. So, you have business with Delora, if I overheard correctly.
Uh-huh.
What business exactly?
We're doing a delivery.
The medicine. Okay, perfect. She is in the northern sector. He points to the north, Penny. She is the third house in to your left. You cannot miss it. So,
You're quite helpful.
okay, I'll be watching.
Do you have any other recommendations while we're here?
What are you interested in Amethystia for? Food? Oh, we have some of the finest dining here. Although the Steel District does boast some very exotic foods, we're not quite that upscale, but our foods are a very unique taste, very spicy.
I like spicy. What's spicy?
As long as it's not sour.
There is a candy shop that you could get sour things
want
at,
that.
but yeah,
Go
most Amethystians prefer a stronger flavor to their food. Although being up this high with this much amethyst influence kind of dulls the taste a bit, so we kind of spice the food up to give it some flavor to get through that. So
Spice. Mm-hmm.
yeah, we get it mainly from the ships down at the dock in the Iron District. We bring them up and flavor our foods with them. So
we like
I love
food,
spices.
but he also likes to carve things out of wood. Do you guys have trees here? Mm-hmm.
not many trees around here, no. Although there is Dandalos. He lives in a tree.
Up here?
It's on the back half, the upper section of Amethystia.
So there's no trees, but he lives in a tree?
He lives in a tree, yes. There's not many.
We should see him. Mm-hmm.
Sounds like an interesting guy.
And he likes to fish. Do you guys have a lot of fish here?
No fish here, unfortunately. We're too high up for the water, so that would be something you would have to head
No
down
fake
for.
legs.
Fish aren't fancy.
What about flying fish?
On occasion,
thought
but
those were-
nothing.
What about those?
So you cannot see the griffins
No,
from
I
here.
can't see
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Where you guys went up, you went way
Around.
to the left. Yes. So you're in an upper crest here. He fills you in that the upper section of Amethystia that he's referring to is actually further up the mountain. So you have to go right through either that Griffin's Nest type of area, wrap around the side, or go through the mine and get to that next section.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There is a city cut in half. There's two sections here.
Oh, okay.
That is the only tree I know of, though, in the area immediately. And you do see crystalline sculptures of trees that have been carved from amethyst in like an artwork type fashion, and they're kind of placed to give the illusion of nature. But yeah, there's not many organic things growing here, other than outside of some gardens and things. But.
So as far as the city goes, there's obviously going to be a point where there's a drop off, just sheer down. What is that looking like? What is the edge looking like?
It is extremely jagged down the side to Pebbleton because of all the amethyst come out very sharp. The amethyst is not coating this thing, but there's enough of it where like it's prominent. The actual rock itself, some surfaces are smooth, but it itself is also quite jagged. Like it was just thrust out type of thing.
Okay, so as far as this town that's built on, getting close to the edge is just kind of like a like a flat saucer and then goes down to Jags?
It's so the city limit itself is built up so that people aren't just falling off of it.
Also,
There's-
it's built up.
There's a very prominent wall that you cannot get through so that like children don't fall off the side, sort of thing. That walkway that you walked up on, if you look over the side, you could just fall straight off of that sort of thing. But it's wide enough. I mean, we're talking it's like 10, 15 feet wide easy. So it was a very large walkway getting up here.
Is there any buildings that have some type of terrace or overlook over the wall?
Plenty. Like
Plenty?
a ton of them, yes.
Okay. I will look, well, I guess I won't look just now, but I'll keep an eye out for one of the tallest or nicest overlooks
Okay.
to see over.
Okay. We'll say that there is, just to make it simple, there's a viewing platform for that sort of thing where do like, touristy type of thing overall.
Uh-huh.
You get up to the top of that, you're probably up 20, 35 feet type of thing of the city, able to take a look in. Do me a nature check, and then what are you looking for in general?
I was just going to take in nature, primarily looking at the sea and just kind of seeing everything that we used to live in for the past year.
Okay.
Just taking it in from a bird's eye view.
Perfect.
That one didn't go down like the rail again. What was that? 13.
13?
I believe, yes.
So it is a very, hey, what's up, Ian? Looking fly, dude. It's a
Hey,
very,
how's it
nice moment for you. The view, as you take it in, there is a few things you're reminiscent of, and everything looks very tiny from here. I mean, it's one of the highest points you've been to, for sure.
I think that was the pizza.
Is that pizza?
Pizza.
Oh, maybe so. There was someone pulling up.
Oh. And then you came in perfect timing.
No kidding, yeah. So currently we're up in Amethystia.
Okay.
We're doing the delivery.
Gotcha.
You did the trek by foot,
Okay.
and you're carrying precious cargo. We didn't know what form you took, if you took any.
Gotcha. Okay.
So there's going to be a guard at the gate with your badge.
Cool. Good.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
That's it.
All right.
We have pizza.
Hey, all right.
What's up, Ian? How you doing?
Oh, we're doing okay.
Good to
How's
see
things
you.
with you? Good to see you too.
Good.
Sorry, I'm running late.
You're
Traffic
Nah, no
keeps
worries, bro.
kicking my ass, and then I got a puppy, so I had to put him up.
For sure.
You have to put what?
I got a puppy.
You got a puppy?
What kind of
Nice.
puppy did you get?
Mini Aussie.
A mini Aussie?
Yeah.
So is he too early to sing Early Bird or Crazy Train or anything like that?
A little bit.
Little bit.
He hasn't quite worked out those vocals yet.
Pizza's up.
Yo, pizza,
So yeah, it's a somber view for you, taking it all in. With the Nature 13, you get a look at the crystal, and the way the amethyst is reminds you somewhat of when you were near the orb. The general shape of taking this in looks like this might be an effect of that still.
You're talking the whole spire?
Possibly. Like the way you're looking right now with how the amethyst is jutting out, it looks like the same growth pattern as you were seeing the rocks of the smaller view near that sphere. Like when the rocks were jutting out and growing, this looks like it's on a larger scale, but the same sort of pattern.
Okay.
Okay. So Hartman grabs you
Okay.
before going out secretively.
Gotcha.
So you guys have the medicine delivery going on.
Right.
He lets you know that that's a regular thing that most, like, yeah, that's all that, but he needs a different type of delivery done.
Okay.
And he hands you off let me get the thing right. Oh yeah. He hands you off a special formula
Okay.
and is in need of delivery to Grimshaw.
Grimshaw.
Yes,
Okay.
he is commonly seen at the Pristine Pint that is in Amethystia.
Grimshaw at Pristine Pint.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a 500 gold reward if you choose to take this.
Okay.
There's also risk of imprisonment.
Of course there is.
So if you'd like to accept that, you can. If not, that is your call.
Yes.
You know what? Why not?
Okay. Give me a.
Especially since Hartman is the former head of the What's it? It wouldn't be a bad idea to get in good with him. So.
Give me a nature or survival check.
Nature or survival?
Yes.
Oh boy! All right, starting off strong. Let's go. Nature or survival? Oh, well, that's helpful. Okay, we'll go survival.
Okay.
It's a strong 5.
Strong 5. You don't know what is in this package, but you assume it is very potent drugs.
Okay.
It's a square package about yay big, and it's really dense.
And Hartman.
Oh, and white. Oh, goody.
Now we know why Hartman's still in business.
Right.
I got
Well,
this.
I'm going to find the nearest mule and just. Yeah. Well.
Created him bother too.
Puck has slightly more regard for his life than that. Throwing it away for revenge, absolutely acceptable. Being a drug mule, that can affect my cards playing. Yeah, I'll accept the package and figure out how to secrete it on my person
Okay.
without putting it inside of my person.
Give me a stealth check for that.
A stealth check. Sure.
So you let the party know it is sensitive to horseback, and so you'll be walking.
Fair
That's
enough.
how we did that number type of thing. So they go off on horseback, which is on Thistleback. So you walk up, you get to the gate. They had told them what to look for, so the guy says, you must be Puck. Here's your badge. It's a leather badge inlaid with amethyst. That
Okay.
would be the badge to get into Amethystia.
Gotcha.
Your friends kind of went by earlier overall.
Oh.
What was the stealth roll?
It was a 9.
A 9. He looks at you, and there is a canine that is near him.
Of course
And the canine starts to act up a bit. And he says, "Whoa, he doesn't usually act like this overall, but I'm gonna have to search a person."
I get this a lot. Dogs tend to not like my people too much.
You just
We cats. I actually.
What do you mean, you people?
yeah, you're coming down. What do you mean, dude?
That's a 20.
20. Okay.
Cat
He
with a
goes,
safety vest just walks out.
"My apologies. You're with Hartman. I'll calm him down."
It happens that the horns and everything. Dogs are good boys. The blood. It
I
happens.
apologize for the disturbance, sir. I did not mean to be rude
No,
about
like I said, it happens all the time. No offense taken.
Please have a good day in Amethystia. So you're able to
Absolutely,
walk on
thank you,
by.
sir.
It takes you a few hours longer for sure, just because of horseback, to get up into the spire proper.
Okay.
And I'll quickly run down. So there's a point where it shifts from normal mountain kind of pass to very refined cobblestone with amethyst inlaid overall. As you're going up, you see winged creatures way far up to the right up the mountain, large creatures kind of shadowing over, and they seem to be taking down smaller birds or sort of any animal, bug, insect in the air. Just take them that way.
And is their silhouette avian or?
It is creature-esque. So there's
Creature-esque,
definitely avian type of wings and all that,
type
but
of
there's
wings,
large
there's more
bodies.
going on with the body.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
a lot going on. Yeah,
Gotcha,
and then they're far enough away they're dark. I mean, it's hard.
Yeah,
Even in
fair
daylight,
enough.
it's hard to
Okay,
make out what they are. As you curve up into the city proper, the light changes because of the amount of amethyst up here.
Okay.
Everything has a pink hue to it, similar to like a red light room. It is a very pink kind of
Gotcha.
inlay. You see very overt advertisements for the Gemisterium. There's a lady on there that is very well dressed, very beautiful, kind of in your face about come to the Gemisterium. Like we have all the finest jewelry, and she's wearing pieces and rings on it. She's
Right.
very, very in your face about it.
Gotcha.
And you come into a proper city itself. There's a large fountain in the middle of the town square kind of thing. You see Amethyst Academy, very large, very prominent, the Gemisterium next to it. And you see many people kind of going about their days, different jobs of merchants. Most people here have amethyst inlaid into their skin.
Really?
It seems to be sort of a fashion type of thing, but that's a common kind of
And
thing.
that's people of all races, not.
It's primarily dwarves and
Dwarves.
humans, similar to how it was in Port Lashley.
Gotcha.
But there is a very...
I
there's
just
a-
meant the amethyst being in
Yeah,
it.
it's
It's
uniform
not like
across, yeah.
a genasi or something.
There is a lot of elven influence here as well. There's more elves than you're used to seeing.
Then we
Yeah,
okay.
step up in
interesting.
the elven population.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, you will be arriving to Amethystia an hour or two after them. Today,
Okay.
So we will cut back to
Gotcha, fair
their
enough.
deal. So,
Perfect.
And let's eat.
I'm at the viewing area.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the restroom while we eat. Let's go.
Sounds good.
2 types of pizzas. up there.
I want to make
And
you.
who do I owe for that and how much?
It was 40 overall. It's like 10.5 somewhere in there overall.
I need to make you a.
Thanks.
What is it? A screen or filter, whatever it's called, that says like eating or something.
Oh yeah,
I'm taking a short rest.
Yeah,
that's
taking
what-
a
short
That's
rest,
what
there
it
you
was.
go.
Do the intermission song from Monty Python.
Oh, there you go.
Excuse me.
Can you put music on repeat on that?
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, well, you know, back when I was streaming and I had nobody watching, I used to use music from Magic Sword for that. And I'm like, I could probably get copyright. That's not a great idea.
What is forget the legal on fair use? It's like 10, 15 years after.
No, Magic Sword stuff was definitely isn't.
Oh no.
Yeah, no. They did part of the soundtrack for Rain.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, no, I heard that that's why Disney's like rebooting all their stuff live action, so they can keep their original copyright.
That is why they're doing it on that stuff, but it's different for different forms of media.
All the legal mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
Monty Python song's probably fair use by now, right?
It could be. I don't know. That also depends on if it's a Monty Python original or somebody else did it. And
Right.
it could also depend on if there's certain things that depend on if the copyright holder's still alive. That changes things. It's copyright law is very complicated, and I'm glad I'm not a copyright lawyer. I know just enough to probably not get myself in trouble on YouTube, but that's not even a guarantee.
Fair enough.
Because I got hit with, on my old channel, I got hit for the boss fight for Ornstein and Smug.
When you were fighting?
Yeah, they hit me for that music.
But that was their music.
That's what I said! And I'm like, this was in a Let's Play, like, what are we doing, guys?
How is the pizza?
But that,
Pretty good,
out
man.
of all,
Solid.
because I
Oh,
hit
yeah.
and Moon Street, most of the, from
Oh,
what
yeah.
I recall, not most of the From Soft game, but most of the Dark Souls games and everything. That was the only thing I got hit on out of all of those.
I guess it's that popular that people are like,
Yeah, and I was like,
they have to have
that's,
someone hunting for
that's
it.
weird.
That's why I was surprised with Thunderstruck.
Mm.
I didn't know.
I don't know if 2 was enough.
It was that like
I'm not on
restricted
3.
by but I guess people pay like I think close to millions of dollars just to have Thunderstruck by AC/DC in their movies. So like the YouTube algorithm immediately finds any video with that on.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that was a big issue with, was it Iron Man 3 where they used a lot of AC/DC? I think it was.
Or one.
It wasn't it Endgame or something like that? It was one of the Marvel movies. But they paid.
I know there was specifically one of the Iron Man movies where they just, like, the entire soundtrack was just AC/DC. I don't remember
really?
if it was 2 or 3.
I think that was the one with Whiplash.
2.
I think it was that one.
Yeah, I think you're right. But yeah, so yeah, because I think Thunderstruck was in that.
Yeah, because just that one song, just to license that one song, it's like $1 million.
I had a Metallica song in one of my YouTube videos when I was a kid. Flagged like fuck. It was so bad, so cool.
Oh yeah, especially Metallica.
Yeah.
They'll go after people hard for that.
Dude, that barbecue pizza.
Slaps.
Pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is in that movie too.
Which one? The one with Whiplash?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The barbecue pizza with the gold bond on it is pretty good.
Gold
The
bar.
name's
Triangles.
Gold Bond.
James, your feet are so clean.
So that came from, really when we were talking about Papa John's. I said that Papa John is no longer part of Papa John's. And then he said Shack and everyone laughed. We're like, wait, are you serious? And yeah, they even have like a specialty pizza named like the Shack Pizza.
The Shakaroni.
The Shack.
The Shackaroni, that's what it
The
is.
Shackaroni. That's That's fantastic.
And I was like, oh, it makes sense. So like their signature garlic butter sauce is just Gold Bond.
With icy hot.
I
He uses that.
I know, yeah.
Just a shimmy.
I was just thinking about icy hot on pizza. It's just like that. Vermont, how you been?
Good, dude. I'm busier than fuck.
I feel that.
Okay, so you're at the viewing. You guys are in the town, the city. What are we doing?
We're going to the, what was it, northeast quadrant.
Before I walk away from the guard, I'll say,
So, with the food, what restaurant do you recommend?
The crystalline cuisine is my personal favorite.
Is it pricey?
Oh, we gotta go.
Yeah, like Jingle Mike, like
Oh,
first I was
Crystal
all,
Oh,
and Cuisine.
come on.
Straight up, the food's
Can't put a
spicy.
price on good
Yeah.
food.
Because your taste buds are dulled from all this down.
fine.
I'll treat you to this one.
Fascinating. I like it.
Treat you to the next one, alright?
I was just thinking he likes eating rocks, so it's called the Crystal and Cuisine.
yeah.
Perfect. It's perfect.
Fucking hyped. I'm expecting just like a whole plate full of gemstones and
With the
rocks.
plate being gemstone.
Yeah, that I get to eat everything.
It's like an ice cream cone where you get to
Yeah.
eat the ice cream.
Or a bread
cone
bowl.
as well.
Well,
Kind of how it works.
It's just
You get to eat the ice cream cone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Is that
Did
how
I say that wrong?
where
Did I say
bowls
that?
work for
Yeah,
work
like
for
you're
the food truck? They're just
I just said it
it's
really
like a
weird.
bread ball, just crunchier.
It's like the
Okay,
bread
there we
bowl
go.
where you
That's
get
what
to
it is.
eat the bowl.
That's where I got
Okay,
that.
okay,
I was all,
gotcha.
yes, Frank.
it's like one of those nacho hats where like you get to eat the hat, man. And there's a few other eateries around here that are quite good. Just depends on what your flavor is. But my personal favorite is crystalline cuisine.
Well, it's
Oh,
his
like
personal favorite.
We'll take you up on it. We'll go there.
Good day, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Saunters off.
I was
I
talking
walk
about this.
away, like I keep looking back to see if he's actually watching this. He's not watching.
What a liar.
Yeah.
It's these types, bro.
A guard with no weapons.
I was
6
just-
foot tall fucking Goliath. It's these types. What the shit?
I just realized I was talking with this guy. I saw something that I liked, just an overlook, and just walked away.
Oh,
You did.
Just
And we didn't like miss a beat.
Mid-conversation.
Well then, let's go drop off this back.
Go talk to Delora. Oh no.
Bador, come here. Come here. Come here.
Where's he at?
He's like 35 feet up on it.
Bador.
Be careful up there.
If I don't go to him, he's just gonna keep on.
Bador.
Okay, higher up. I'm a little nervous. Those big bird thingies are not.
Bador. Bador, come here. Bador.
Is there an easy way up there?
I mean, there's stairs.
Yeah.
It's an overlook. It's just
Oh.
it's a watchtower. Type of thing. Yeah.
Begrudgingly.
Okay.
Bador, look. It's the ocean.
Yeah.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
You're crippled by the sight.
Ocean.
Dude, if he sees eyes out in the
16.
ocean,
You get a
Yeah, I'm really kind of freaked.
deep sensation about seeing this much of the ocean, the horizon, all that. That you feel that pull, but you feel it strong, like in the length of the ocean. Like seeing it that far, you feel more pull. Like for all like square foot of water you're seeing, everything, you feel that much stronger of a pull in that direction. So you kind of have that longing. Your heart starts to pound a bit about wanting to just dive into that big pool of water.
oh my goodness.
There's a joke here about deep seashells or however you pronounce that, but I can't pronounce it right, so it won't play right.
Not to the point where you're not to the point where you jump, but you feel like if you could, you want to just take the lead.
Is there
and
a
get in
railing?
there. Yeah, I mean you're protected from it jumping.
And I was like, I put my hands on the railing and like
Okay.
I grip.
Okay.
Like he could tell that I'm like lost in this like stare out there.
You start to hear slight crackling on that railing.
Is it the door?
Deep grip.
I really need to learn calm emotions, man.
Sunset's getting real low. Sunset's getting real low.
Prepare hold person. Hold Bador.
Hold
Hold me back!
There's something out there.
Where?
There. Not just pointing like to like to see. It's calling. I lift them up.
Nice. Yes, man.
Is it down there?
Somewhere out there.
Do you think you can catch your line out there?
How far is it? At this time.
No?
No.
The
Why not?
biggest fishing rod.
I don't have enough
You see me
time.
prep the net.
It's cool. He's gonna get it.
Imagine the fish we could catch up here if we had a big enough line.
Just has a javelin and launches it
I
out.
don't think that's how it works.
No?
No.
But it's like, wouldn't the sea be deeper?
I put him down and I put my hand on his head.
We can tell that this was definitely a man at sea.
When that pole calms down, you get that burning sense of adventure that takes over, type of thing. Like you have that curiosity take over.
They do have pills for that.
I don't mind for this one.
Burning sensation
Yeah.
at the feet and cold on.
There's something out there in that water.
Like fish?
Bigger,
Bigger than fish?
bigger,
Like a bear?
bigger.
2 hours later, house.
Like how much bigger than a fish?
Like a gootrog?
Bigger.
Like-
really? God!
You're up there now.
When did you get here?
I mean, Gootrog is bigger than some bears. That's true.
I almost referenced the octopus in Ian's campaign.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Give me a perception check as you're heading down.
Okay.
you see
That's
the
a
octopus
nice
from my
Yeah, well, yeah. It's beautiful. It's a gorgeous look overall. You notice, without the check, because you're in the mines for so long, that the growth of the amethyst coming out mirrors exactly how the growth is happening in the mines earlier. Like how they were taking that extra growth out. This is basically extra growth, but on the amethyst layer. It is
Interesting.
widespread. I mean, it's just jutting out in that same exact pattern.
Big mind if we just took a little bit.
21.
21. Okay.
Amethyst probably
On one of the curves, as you're going down the
No
stairs,
kidding.
you spy
main
a
lane.
little bit further up
I'm
the
not even
mountain.
here.
You catch
Wandering around trying
the
not to get
glint
caught by drum
of
sniffing.
the emerald area, which would be the next city up
Sentence that I
overall.
honestly thought I'd never
And I
say.
haven't pinned the name exactly, but it's emerald related, obviously. But so you see a hint of that, and you swear that you see a kind of like a transparent, nearly invisible sort of figure of a very large variety kind of shift and almost make eye contact with you.
So you're saying a large creature that is almost translucent
Yes.
makes eye contact?
Yeah, like you're looking at an emerald, and you can tell that there's something that is trying to camouflage itself onto an emerald that kind of shifts. So it has an emerald-esque appearance to it, very, very large.
Can I do a nature check?
You may do a nature check.
Okay. I will guide myself.
Okay, yeah.
Whew. Is that a... Oh, okay. Well, that helps. 22.
22. You're not quite sure. You're pretty sure there's a creature.
Mhm.
You're not sure at all what this is.
Okay.
From the distance, it's very hard to make out shapes of these sort of things. You just see a large kind of shift happen. You're pretty certain that either has camouflaging abilities or that itself is emerald color because of the backdrop here. It's very hard to make out. The eyes have a bit of a glow to them. That's what you're kind of affixed on as you're seeing those. You're for sure that this creature has noticed you specifically.
Would I get the
Yeah,
connection
you don't-
that this is, with its size and its type of abilities, this is kind of a predatorial creature? Do I get that vibe from it, or do I get that this is a defense mechanism and it's trying to like stay away?
Because of the 22 roll, it's definitely a predatorial creature, you would assume. However, that's not the feeling you're getting from this. You're getting a strong curiosity or interest.
Okay.
There's something about, like, this thing has noticed you, and you're not quite sure why.
So we lock eyes.
Essentially, yeah.
From across
Now,
the
it's
room.
very hard for you to see, you know, down the drink of the rhythm road, but, yeah, it definitely hits you right away. You're able to catch a shot of it, is basically how that goes. But
And then it disappears.
yeah, it's gone. As it stops moving, you cannot make out anything different from the emerald. But that
Okay.
is definitely further up in the emerald.
So
Yeah,
I will
it's been a
stop
while.
and I will put my my staff up and I'll grow a rose and I'll have it grow facing forwards and I'll just do that and I'll just go back down.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
I just think he's being fucking. Just walk right past him.
That's what he does.
Puck has not
Hi.
arrived yet when you guys are down, so you still use 3 to what to do until Puck arrives. And I'll catch you guys when it happens.
My
Let's go door
ears,
kicking, boys.
Probably would have been
my
a great
ears
idea
heard
if
something
these guys
different. I thought he said Puck is not alive yet. I was like, oh god.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right.
All right.
That
Just
happens a
package
lot.
delivered.
Oh,
Boots.
Who has the package?
I did.
Can I deliver it?
Yeah, care. Hand it to you.
Is it heavy?
No, it's decent for you. I mean, it's medium
Okay.
weight for you, but very, very light for you too overall.
No. We'll go to the door that's described. We'll
Do you want me to knock?
It is a
Who
very
grabs the one
fancy
that knocks?
purple wood door.
Oh,
It
nice.
seems to be painted of some sort.
Oh,
Has
it's
a little
painted.
bit, little glass going on there. A very nice, strong door overall.
kind of wood.
We'll you make it
Mahogany.
easy.
Mahogany.
We'll make it mahogany. We'll make it mahogany. So,
He's up, boys.
you hear a come in, and you hear a overall, and the door just kind of opens on its own type of thing. And because it was one of my favorite characters, it's 100% a nod. There's a lady sitting there with a book, and there's a pen in the air that is just mad scribbling things overall. And she's like, "Oh, come in."
Oh, yes.
Hi, we're here to deliver for you.
You
It's
see-
this abundance delivery services.
Oh, is that my medicine from hospital?
Yes.
Oh, let me write this receipt, and the pen goes over and writes a very nice handwriting receipt, and she hands it off to you. It's like, oh, thank you. I swear he's sending random people up here.
Where do you want me to put it?
I'll take it. And then a mage hand comes over and picks it up,
Wow.
and it just drifts it up to her table overall, gets it.
That's neat.
She unrolls it type of thing, and there's just sections of herbs and some crushed up pills and a few liquids overall that you guys can see. The taller folk can see up
Are they
there.
like marked by day or?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. She goes, I've at receipts. Cartman will pay you if you return that. It's a return service. I've already sent him the money overall. We have a service for this type of thing, so he will give you the gold if you get back to him. So,
What do you do?
well, very, very busy woman. So I'm a bit of a scribe, you see. So actions take place. I write them. I'm a bit of a storyteller.
Could you
Oh.
describe being a scribe?
Yes. And she looks to the corner, and there's a bookshelf that is just full of storybooks, adventure books, and things that she's written overall. Very and there's an autobiography, and that's her just kind of sitting like this number. You may
Younger?
definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like definitely has that glint in the youthful eye type of thing. But and it says "Experience by Trial" is the name of the autobiography. She goes, if you'd like to read about it, those sell for 1 gold.
What do you write about?
Do we have to see?
Ha!
Give me the synopsis.
No, here. Eagerly give her
Hand her
the
the gold?
Yeah.
The mage hand goes and picks up the book and goes that way, and then it replaces another one in the perfect kind of position overall. She goes, thank you. You can ask him how I write about it.
And then I'm gonna
Quite good.
I'm gonna look at you. Can you read?
Uh-huh.
And then I look at you. Can you read?
A little bit. I don't know about all of that.
Can you read?
Enough? You want me to try? I'll try right now.
I'll read it. I'll fill you in. Can I read?
Yeah.
It's all in Elvish. We just don't know.
He's just making up wild shit the entire time.
Just from holding it, it's about a 320-page book. It's thick. Very, very wordy. But
Maybe Puck reads.
He looks like the type.
I read.
Do I have a piece of? I can have a piece of paper in my.
yeah, sure. Yeah,
I'm gonna write just the most random thing.
Okay,
I'll
yeah.
text it to you.
Okay.
Or something.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna show it to them.
Yeah.
What does this say?
What does it say? I can read
Yeah,
comments.
Do you choose to say it back?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he says it's accurate. Yeah, he can read that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, you have a good day, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wait.
Wait, have her sign it at least. It's her book.
How much for you to sign it?
If you open to the an intro cover, the other are signed to him.
Okay.
Did your hand write the book?
It's all in my hand.
But like your hand.
But yes,
Well, that one. I'll point to the.
but that's my hand.
Yeah, but it's not like your actual hand.
That's my actual hand.
What color is it?
It's a purple. It's an opalescent purple. It's see-through.
It's purple.
She literally has it come over and she puts her hand up and it's an identical hand.
But you can see that that's your hand.
The mage hand slaps you across the face. I told it it's my hand.
So that sounds like cheating to me.
What other books do you write?
Well, if you look up, the shelf is legit. There's like 50 books, and it's all her various poses talking about different
Is there-
things. But
Is there
There's like some
a primary topic like epics?
like her on the
she's a
back and
fiction
bunch of
writer for sure.
potions.
Fiction
She,
writer.
she's telling grandiose
There's like
stories
the weird,
that may or
like-
may not have
Can I
happened.
do
super
an
idealized
insight to see if
work
I
version of like
understand what
Fabio or
they're-
something
what
on
they're-
one of them with flowing
Oh,
locks, chiseled tusks, just the
Open
right.
shirt.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
her romance novel
Oh,
starring
yeah.
an orc that looks like Fabio.
18.
Solid. 18, oh, yeah. Yeah, you've been around enough. You understand the gist.
Legend
of
and
it,
stuff.
yeah. And so these are very fun storytelling for entertainment sort of books overall that she has just exaggerated beyond.
It's called
all measure
Tosh
sort of
Read.
thing.
What if you write about us?
Glad you'd have to do
It just
something
sounds like
important
bad
that I'd have to write
based.
about. So something noteworthy.
We once dove into the river and found fish that were larger than bears.
She looks at you. Go on.
I went to clown college.
She looks at you. I can tell that.
I didn't graduate.
That does not surprise me. We all have our time, though.
We're going to be successful adventurers.
Okay. Tell me more about these fish bigger than bears.
We saw them.
You
He
see,
could tell us more.
you see the
about it.
pen goes, and you say more, it goes.
Bedore saw them too.
You dug your own grave.
And they were very big, and they had large talons, and they
They look like frogs.
they could camouflage on stuff, and they had wings.
They don't taste very good.
They didn't.
You ate them afterwards.
Well, we had to kill them first.
Yeah.
You killed them and then ate them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, why were you at the river?
To fish,
We were looking for big fish bigger than bears.
to find new spices.
With fishing rods. You pulled these up.
We swam in.
Yeah, we picked them up.
You swam in to get them.
Yes.
She's eating it up. It's just.
And one of them got me by the leg.
This leg, right or left?
The left one. You can see right here, I'll like point at a mole on my knee. That's where it punctured.
Oh wow, that healed nicely.
I know.
I made sure that I healed it properly.
You healed him.
I did.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Are you magical?
Yes.
Well,
Me
oh
too.
my. So after goading her on about, she has a nice page or two written on that. So she goes, would it be a contact if I need your information or anything like that?
He's
So-
Gutra. Mm-hmm.
Gutra, okay. Pleasure to meet you, Delora.
Use real hands.
Okay. Give Hoffman my best. When you guys exit Dolores, you notice a puck in the fountain area of Amethystia.
Is he screaming?
Who's playing hockey?
I'm not
Just
sure.
real casually, like leaning against the fountain, trying to look like I'm not smuggling cocaine.
Hi, Puck.
Hey, that's all good.
Did you talk to the guard?
He's
I
always watching.
did, yeah.
Oh no, not that one. The one that's here. Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to yell here.
That guy. Point.
No, I haven't spoken to him.
He was very nice. He helped us find Delora. Mm-hmm.
Oh well, that was extremely nice of him. No, I haven't had occasion to speak with him.
Are you done with your?
Not yet. I have to find the pristine promenade.
We're going to what's the place?
Pristine Pine.
Crystalline Cafe.
Is that it?
No, it's called the Pristine Pint.
Maybe it's right by it.
That would be convenient.
We could ask the guard.
Do you have something that keeps water out of paper?
What?
Do I have something that keeps water out of paper?
Mm-hmm.
Are you asking like for a spell or like
Maybe. Is there a
like
spell
some
for that?
fur you could put between the pages of a book or something?
Well, this is how we get paid, and it's not going to do well with me. And it's the written letter or the
Receipt.
receipt. The receipt of delivery.
I'll hold on to it.
Also got you a gift, brother. I give him the bus.
We're getting one of those of us.
You see Experience by Trial.
Experience by Trial.
Yeah,
Well,
Delora, whatever her last name is.
Well, thank
Delora.
you.
It
I
comes
love
highly
it.
recommended.
Does it? Oh
Crazy
well,
last
that'll give me
You may.
something to read in my spare time. I appreciate it. That was very thoughtful.
Dolores Scriptfoot.
There you go.
Dolores
Okay.
Scriptfoot.
And you said she was writing something about. Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah, with fake hands.
With fake hands.
It was a fake hand.
like this, and I'll snap and make my chin appear.
What color is it?
You're a scribe too?
No, I'm not a scribe. I'm a gambler.
I bet she'd write about that.
She might.
Where's your mage hand?
It resembles one of my hands. It's
Is it
kind of.
strong?
Is my mage hand strong? Not any stronger than I am.
Is my pimp hand strong?
It would be
Springs?
kind of bluish red.
Is it purple?
No, it's blue and it's got kind of the symbol of a spade on the back of the hand.
Yo,
A shovel? You're a gardener?
No.
Oh.
I'll flip out one of my cards. The Jack of Spades. No, one of these.
Oh, I've seen those. They had those on the things when we were doing the fight. Mm-hmm. They play with those.
What?
Like how we used to win money? Mm-hmm. They do that with those things too.
Oh, we were fighting?
Sometimes. I don't know if they're related. But they had 'em.
That is how I ran into you guys the first time. I was looking for a
He
game
was the one
while-
playing with them.
while you guys were
That's right.
knocking heads, and your brother came in and started causing trouble, and Jack was there.
There were some cards.
Now he's
There
dead.
were some cards.
Yeah.
Some of them were even in my pocket.
What was the place you're looking for?
The Pristine Pint.
Steve Pine. Sounds like a bar.
That was
What
probably
was the food place?
Crystalline
Cuisine.
Looking
Cuisine.
So CC and PP.
Grimshaw.
Grimshot, yeah.
I don't have any other information about who Grimshaw.
No,
See the big
I should
people?
ask more questions.
he wouldn't have answered.
I would say it's close by, and this guy
I
can't
would,
afford.
so are we in kind of like a square
Can you smell?
or okay?
Yeah, they went
Smell?
to the northern section.
No,
Is
there's
there
just housing
food in
district.
the air? We
Oh,
can
okay,
follow your
gotcha.
nose.
Can I do a perception check to see if I smell what I think spicy is?
Sure, yeah.
It's cocked.
I'll guide him.
Okay.
Guided! That's a 20 without my added stuff.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
You smell a very strong bread. being baked, but it has kind of a rocky texture to it. You've licked enough rocks to know that there are some that have kind of a salty flavor to them. This is kind of like that, but more naturey. It has an intense kind of spike to it a bit. You're assuming that's what spice is, and you get that smell from across the square from where Amethyst Academy is. So it'd be Amethyst Academy square with the fountain, and then on the other side you'd see that's where the smell is coming from. And you also pick up, because it was a good roll, you get an alcohol smell that is further northeast of your position right now.
I'll say, booze that way.
Should we go check that out?
Booze that
I
way.
would say so. That's as good a lead as I have right now.
And then eat.
And the sooner we get this taken care of,
Let's
the
get
happier
the
I
beer
will be.
first, then we'll get the food. Tastes better after anyway.
I agree.
I wonder if they have any fish here.
No. You asked that already.
Well, maybe he doesn't know everything.
The odds of fish being up this high, not that good.
What if they were
Well, if there's
flying?
anything I know about supply
That's what I
and
said.
No, yeah,
Well,
we're not so different now.
Maybe.
well, I mean, if it's unlikely that fish are here, the laws of supply and demand means we could probably get more money if we sell fish here. Mm-hmm.
That was smart.
Mm-hmm.
Do
We
we
can
see
always-
any like fishmongers around here?
Is that the actual name for them?
Mm-hmm.
Fishmongers?
Mhm.
It sounds like a slur.
You fucking fish, man. You don't see a direct fishmonger. A lot of those are by the dock, for sure. Like there'd be, I mean, like the guy you sell to,
Yeah.
Wernier would be a fishmonger of some sort. Down there, you do see an exotic foods merchant, and there are a few fish in there. And you knowing fish, there's some pretty exotic fish even for what you catch around here. So he's got some very high end cuts, but nothing, not a standard. Oh, here's the fish just from down. No like trouts and salmons, and nothing like that.
It's got lion fish, fugu, tiger fish, fish that grow on rocks.
You don't remember learning
yeah.
that in
You see some like
Hunkadomics?
halibut. You see some
Fish and oh no.
marlin
the-
pieces that are cut up like
I,
that. Sort of.
when numbers came into it, I backed out.
Yeah, in Hunkadomics, we learned about that.
I
When
know
there's
how
a-
to count my
Honk
humps.
and
I don't
knock.
know. I don't know how to make more of them.
Yeah, where there was Alaska last, there was a lot more for money. Because we make the last, they want it.
I don't want to think about it.
It's okay.
I will give an inspiration for that.
I'll toss it over there for that persuasion when all the rolls were failing.
Okay.
Or deception.
Yeah. There was garbage rolls,
That was
and then
really
that
good.
one was good.
I was like, how are you gonna get out of that?
Oops, so we're down a party member.
He's like, is it because I'm a tiefling?
They pulled that part out.
Hold it till it worked.
Your dog is a racist, sir. Oh my god.
That's
Like,
not
I know, I'm sorry.
There's enough stuff in like fairy tales and about cats being like connected to demons or witches or whatever, and dogs not liking. It's like that's where my brain went immediately. It's like,
And you need to do Hail Mary.
yeah, it was-
It's currently 11:37, and you're telling me that your dog's acting this way in this year?
yeah, right.
Alright, towards the alcohol smell.
Yes. Go ahead.
Smells.
Yes.
Leading.
You know what month it is? Sorry. Yes.
You find a building.
Alcohol.
There's very clearly run down on purpose for aesthetic.
Hmm.
So it's still very clean, very nice,
Mhm.
but it looks roughed up as like
Right.
So it's normal to us.
it's normal to you, yeah. But
Okay.
it looks still way nicer than what you've seen.
Just a little out of place.
It's made to look like it's rough type of thing, but
It's a hole in the wall, but it's nicer than any hole in the wall.
Never you've ever been to.
The
yeah.
tables are made of mahogany, and there's like deliberate cuts in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're paying some little kid to just hit it with a hammer.
It is currently closed.
Oh,
Man, shoot.
Is there a
what time of day is it?
or anything?
It is afternoon.
They're not open at this time?
Is there a sign on?
It's like purposely like one screws down, so it's like sideways on that. So it says the Pristine Pint.
Ah, perfect.
There are workers in there that you can see through the windows that are purposely like scuffed up a little bit. They're currently brewing right now.
Ooh.
You can see enough of the back where they are working the kegs and things like that. They're trying to make their alcohol process, and they're doing something along those lines. And that smell is very strong for the alcohol coming from that way.
Can I do a quick circuit of the building and give it a once over for potential
Assassin shooting children.
marks? Marks.
Not a great track record.
There's definitely
So would that be a perception check?
We gotta stop sending Token first.
Let me go around back.
Oh, is this the right book?
That's a strong 4, so I'm gonna. The only thing Puck is good at today is lying through his teeth.
This is the wrong book. I need to get a book.
Just knock on the door and say you're the new hire.
I'm the new Shire, I guess.
So,
Or just rip open the package. Who wants to party?
Jeez.
what do you have for here?
I have a package.
I kinda wanna learn how they're brewing that.
Is it drugs?
Not that I know of.
Is he lying?
I'm just saying that because that's
He's
what
failed
we-
every other role.
Just up on the inside.
Technically, I don't know if there's drugs there. I strongly suspect there are, but I haven't opened it to find out.
Just probably.
Look, if I get caught with illegal pixie dust or something, plausible deniability.
Skooma.
Here you go.
Okay. In the filigree around the Pristine Pint,
Mhm.
you see that mark right there. Yeah, that one right there. No, not that
No,
one.
oh.
Yeah, this one.
No, not this.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, not that one.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
You've seen that mark before.
I was
They're
like,
cultists.
Is it
Burn it down! Burn it down, boys! We're lighting it up right now.
Cultists love hard drugs.
Okay, so it's not. Okay, that's fine. Do they have a back door?
100% they have a back door.
Okay, fantastic. I'm going to knock on the back door.
I'm following him.
But don't we wanna go see how they brew?
That is something I would ask them about. I'm not particularly interested in that, but if you are, you can absolutely be my guest. I would like to get rid of this as soon as I can.
A worker opens up the back door and says, we're closed. We're only a nighttime establishment. You can all come back if you need to.
Well, that's why I came to the back door. I've got a delivery.
They only open at night?
We're not expecting any delivery.
Well, can I speak to Grimshaw?
I thought they always were open.
Maybe he doesn't. He's a patron here. He doesn't
He's a
work
patron,
here.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is usually a
I thought
spot.
always they
But,
open all the time.
You here every night?
unfortunately, yes. Whatever business you have, just do it with him.
I'll come back.
Don't people wanna drink all the time?
Yeah, he goes.
Fair enough.
The mention of his name definitely made the guy uncomfortable.
Fair enough.
No doubt about it.
Okay.
So what's the word?
We're going to have to come back when they're open.
It's time to go eat.
Whatever this is apparently not an ingredient in their fare.
They didn't tell you what time they open.
I'm assuming the evening. I didn't ask.
Looks like we're gonna be picking out for a little while.
He got a little antsy when I asked too many questions. So.
I don't understand why did the bars close? I thought they always stayed open.
Down in the hood, they do.
The hood?
Yeah.
Wow.
Where we live?
Yeah.
Why is that the hood?
I don't know.
What is the hood?
There's a lot of hooded figures that like to frequent the dark and musty corners of the various establishments that we find ourselves in.
Oh. We've killed a lot of
See,
them.
from where we're from, it's like this. From where they're from, it's like this.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I don't like the...
I don't like that either. Let's see how they eat.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
The Crystalline Cuisine is the nicest place you all have been to before, for sure. Everything with an amethyst theme. You come in, there is finely cut artwork made of amethyst. There is scenes of knights fighting off a dragon. There are scenes of horsemen going straight into the jaws of a Remoraz type creature. These are all detailed underneath of the epitaph, so you can see kind of the fight pattern of that, but very, very intricate, very finely done. There is those little fires that line these structures to add the ambiance of the area. They do give off a little bit of heat, keeping it nice and warm here. There are very finely cut amethyst and marble tables that are strewn about the establishment here. It is unlike establishments that you've been to where the servers all come out from the middle of the room, and all the tables surround that center section. So you think the kitchen section is circular in the middle, out in the open, sort of thing.
Cool.
You can watch them cook. You can see all that, and it's very, very clean, very well kept. They all have your kind of traditional uniform that you'd expect at a fancier type of restaurant. Nothing, aprons, but nothing like, they're like chef's hat and all that. It's just a very nice cut and clean kind of establishment that they're going about. The menu is very, very finely cut meats of like kind of a sirloin thin sort of variety. And there's heavy, heavy amounts of spices being used on this. There's dry rubs, there's salts, there's various mints and various basils and things that are just getting soaked in all this. But it is a very thick amount of spice that is put onto these. Very strong odor coming from that. There are a lot of breads as well that have a lot of rough texture that are being cut and baked and that sort of thing as they're coming out on that. So interesting.
What's special for today?
A young lady comes up. She is half elven, has a little bit of a point on the ear. She goes, welcome to the Christine Cuisine. How many, 4 am I seeing tonight?
That's correct.
Okay. She sits you down. She said, you asked specials. There is a few specialties we have going right now. Our breads are world renowned. It is a deli cut sandwich that is the chef's choice. He has a spiced rum pork that he is cutting into the sandwich itself. There's a special blend that we use for a sauce that really brings the flavors out of the sandwich. It is kind of soaked into the bread a bit as we're preparing it, but a very thin layer, very strong flavor overall. I've had it myself. Delicious.
Is he cooking it right now?
You can see, there's many, you see there's probably 18 different chefs that are all working.
As she gestures over there, I'm just going to immediately get up and walk over there.
Okay. You are welcome. There is seats at the kitchen so you can sit. Yeah, it's a viewing experience for sure. And you all know there are a number of children sitting there, all that, but there are some adults as well. Just kind of
adult children. And you, Crystal's just at the children's table, like, woo!
Yeah, I'm studying like crazy. Just guidancing myself.
Okay. You can give a cooking check.
Oof, not good. My roll was my same as my guidance.
Uh-oh.
Was it really?
Yeah. Okay, proficiency is 3, so that's 9.
9. You are seeing some very advanced cooking here. There's some techniques that you can tell these are very refined chefs. They are doing fillets, they are doing cuts, they are doing hand gestures very fast, and it's hard to track what they're doing. This one guy has a lobster laid out and de-shells it perfectly, gets the meat off in minutes. Just whips it out type of thing, seconds even type of thing. Goes out. Very, very fast, hard to track, but you're very impressed on the handiwork you're seeing. It's very efficient, very clean sort of thing. Definitely a step up from any chef that you've dealt with in the past. There is a man that is preparing sandwiches with pork. You're assuming it's that. It's very simple. It's a quick cut of the bread. Overall, it's fresh out of the oven, sliced overall. The pork itself has been prepared. He cuts it in a way when he pulls it, it doesn't pull apart, but it pulls into a pattern type of thing. It's kind of a crosshair, and he rolls that into the sandwich a certain way. As he's rolling it in there, you've noticed that the top half of the bread is by another chef on the side is getting slathered in this sauce immediately as the meat rolls into it, and as the meat touches, they slam it down to kind of lock in the flavor overall.
I'm really glad that we ate before this part.
Yeah, So yeah, he's preparing what you think are the spiced rum pork sandwiches overall. You see a few other things. There is seafood being prepared, but it is more of the like lobster crab variety. You're not seeing like straight like tilapia or something like that. So there is some sea life, but it's more the ones that can kind of hold for a little bit overall. Is what you're gathering in there. At the table, she says, "Well, we have a fine selection of different wines. If you all are interested in drinking for that, and we have a few non-alcoholic options. If you all would like to try some of those out."
You just stare at her. What?
Like lemonades and like some other fruits blended in. It's like some mixed of that variety.
Water.
Why would anyone drink non-alcoholic with meal? This doesn't make any sense.
Just so you guys know, I'm not coming back to the table.
What
I'm
flavors
staying there
eliminate
until you guys
you?
pull me away.
But there's tables
We have,
like close to it, right? That's what
We
he said.
have
Yeah,
standard
but
pure lemon
I'm not-
overall.
were they
It
sat
has
us?
a hint of
I'm
extra
over
sweetener in there. And it really brings the flavor out. Again, strong flavors in our area. And we have a strawberry variety.
A strawberry
We can
variety.
do
Well, that sounds positively refreshing. I think I'll take one of those.
strawberry lemonade coming up. Anyone else for beverages beforehand?
Just a
The
beer.
fuck are you drinking?
Okay. We do have a variety of ales.
I'm still working.
How strong would you like?
Mid-range.
What?
Okay.
Oh, strong.
We're going to a bar after this. You gotta layer it. You
Build it
can't just
up.
go straight in.
They freaking.
I'm buying you a meal, bro. Just do what you want, man. I'm gonna do what I want. Okay, don't shame me.
Fine, I'll take what he's having.
She brings you out. It is an alcoholic ale with an extremely strong ginger taste to it. This is it's like super ginger ale. Basically, so. But again, the flavor that's hitting you, it's more flavorful than any ale you've had. You don't really even taste the alcohol much. You know it's in there, but the ginger sensation is just so strong it overpowers every sort of thing. So it's still very tasty, but it's strong ginger flavor for sure.
Okay, and just to be clear, when you said everything here was spicy, you meant like spices, not like heat spicy.
Right, spices, yeah. And it could be spicy, but yeah, it's spicy.
I was
so.
expecting the other one.
That's what I thought too, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing there's some things with some heat on them for sure, but they're just really strong at you. They use a lot of spice to get the flavor profile up.
I want to try one of those sandwiches.
Let's do a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 sandwiches for us.
Okay, there we go.
And then the little guy over there, whatever.
Anything for his friend? I mean, he's
You're gonna
having a
have
good
to.
time watching. But
You're gonna have to go up and ask him personally.
I will do so.
Yeah. And what are some of your, as far as spicy, as far as heat? What are some of those dishes that you would recommend?
So we have a we have a few smaller portioned
His high.
sort of soup-like dishes, but they're thicker a bit. They're prepared with a varietal of spices that are thrown in there, and the heat really cranks up overall. And you see there's curry being prepared.
Ah.
Yeah. And I mean, the guy proper mask and the whole thing, experience all that. We have kind of a local name for it. We call it the gem heater. Is kind of that, but that will knock your socks off if you're looking for something really strong overall. If you're looking for something a little bit more mild, we have some sort of bite-sized options that kind of go in it, and there's different shrimps and different smaller bread bits and whatnot that have different sort
You said your
of
pinkies up.
chili-esque, jalapeno-esque, that sort of spice level
So
on that.
like different types of spicy shrimp.
Yes.
Shrimp and spicy sauces.
Yeah, and it's a lot of what they're doing is it's like a liquid extract of what those are, and they're sprinkling it on there type of thing to really impact the flavor on that.
That sounds fascinating. I would love to try that.
Okay, we will get you some infused bites for the spicy flavor there.
I
so-
appreciate that. Thank you much.
And she comes over to you. Your friends have ordered, and they told me to get your order from here. I'll bring it to the table.
Can you bring it here?
There's no eating up at the kitchen just for health purposes, so
No?
you wouldn't want any food to get into other
I'm
things.
good then, thanks.
There's something to eat, goddammit.
He's just locked in.
So she brings out a bread appetizer. Everything is very fancy, fluffy bread. Has a great texture to it. You think that something with the altitude and the area of like just the stone in the air gives it a kind of coarseness, but it works for the bread. So yeah, the edge of it is crustier than you'd expect. The inside still that soft, doughy texture for it for sure. So opens up with that, brings out the ales, all that brings out the lemonades overall. It's about 10-15 minutes. They bring out the sandwiches and the spicy infused shrimps and things of that nature.
Okay.
Perfectly great meal. It's very well prepared. One of the nicest you guys have had for sure. Are you still sitting and watching? Okay.
Seeing him not come to the table
Okay.
and when she brings out the bread, when I see her go off
Yeah.
and like not nearby, I'll take a big chunk off and walk it over.
Okay. You have a chunk of very fancy bread.
Make sure you eat something, okay?
Do you see that? You see what he's doing right there? That's paprika.
Is he talking to the kid next to him? Not even eating?
That's hilarious.
Okay, have fun.
Wow, paprika!
It tastes really good on rocks.
You notice even on the kid there is gem inlaid
Jesus.
stuff onto their face there.
How much you think those go for?
Shit.
I don't know, but
Don't
let's pull them out of the street before we pull them out of the kids, okay?
Jeez.
They're everywhere. I don't think they go for a lot here. Maybe down there, maybe.
Oh no. You guys have dinner for about 40 minutes, an hour or so. You're taking it all in. Ambiance is great overall. The alcohol is not that strong. You do notice, like, it's definitely flavor over power here for sure with this ale. Very delicious, but yeah, doesn't have that much of a kick in terms
It's like
of the
11
alcohol
in
and
the morning.
everything. So.
Hopefully the next spot's better.
The strawberry lemonade flavor is one of the sweetest things that ever hit your palate for sure, and it is tasting very, very good.
Excellent.
Straight diabetic.
There you go. Good. That's a nice contrast to trying to burn the roof of my mouth off with the shrimp.
Oh yeah, and they pack a punch for sure. I don't know how well Puck takes spicy, but this is like someone put fire in his mouth.
It's a great question. I think,
Ooh, infernal resistance.
I was thinking about that. I mean,
This is nothing.
I mean,
I have
some
for
burr.
spicy, damn it.
depends on how you want depends on how you want to flavor that particular heretical trait.
That's your call on that. So I would assume he could take spicy.
I think Puck enjoys it, but it's not debilitating.
Gotcha. Okay.
It helps him roll his R's better.
Well,
Ow.
the entire meal will run 3 gold pieces from all that who partook.
3? Oh, okay, I was expecting a bill.
No, not in that. It's not that fancy.
It's not that fancy.
That guy said if this was going to be expensive.
For one, I mean,
Oh,
for
look,
one,
like-
for one meal, 3 gold's a lot for one meal in the D&D world for sure.
It is.
That's true.
Typically
It's 3 gold
running
each.
toppers.
Right?
Yeah, each. Yeah. So yeah.
So yeah, that's
It's like 300.
Hey, you know.
Actually,
I need to start eating like this every day.
A sandwich like this is pretty damn good.
I'm starting to think there's nothing wrong with
We could be
this.
just like this guy.
Oh yeah.
Stop breaking your pinky!
yourself to some of these people.
It's a lot. Dude's like double jointed in his pinky or something. Look at that.
It's just it's a tendon jumping when it
I
makes
just
that
take it
motion.
like floor stuff.
So he's got no dexterity, is what you tell me.
No,
You weigh 15,000 pounds.
You see
know,
that? You see that?
hit like a brick
That's what
shit
he's
house.
doing.
I
He's bouncing it.
have to be a little subtler in some of
We'll,
those
we'll
things.
tell him to stop.
Little, I don't know if I can do that one a little bit, but
Double jointed on my thumb.
go twinsies. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, after you guys enjoy the meal, it does crest into evening as you guys get out. It's probably around 5:36-ish or so when you're finished with that. Just for ease of it, the Pristine Pint is not open yet. Not open yet.
Let me in!
Alright, boys, time to lighter.
yeah,
We got dice.
I'll be there in a second.
You notice that
That's like
there
a
are
card.
some students that are still
Actually,
traversing
I
from
do.
outside of the
Pull
Amethystia
out
Academy
a single
inwards.
black dice
A single
that
black
has
dice.
on all sides it has a single red pen.
Oh, how the hell do you play with that?
Pip. Oh, you don't play with this. It's for special occasions.
That's literally when there's dots.
Too scary.
The name of it. Is a pip.
Really?
Maybe there's a store that we could go peruse.
That is a fantastic idea.
Let's go spend
Yeah,
some more money.
I'll catch up.
I'm gonna grab him by the switch.
Sissel's
Oh, look,
just
look,
in.
they're sauteing.
Like
That's
a cat.
sauteing.
Do you resist? Or?
Look at that knife
No.
technique.
Okay.
That is.
You
The
have,
fillet.
you have a thistle in tow.
They're pan-searing.
They used real butter.
I'll pay for the dinner.
I can't believe it's
And
not.
I'll take the waiter an extra gold.
Okay, so 10 gold total.
Oh, three per
each.
person?
Yeah, three
okay.
per.
Yeah, 10 gold total.
Okay. Hi, thank you for your patronage. I hope it was to your liking. You're welcome back at any time.
You
Uh-huh.
will be seeing me again.
And me. Mm-hmm.
Very well, very well. I hope you had an enjoyable stay as well.
Mhm.
Feel free to come watch anytime you'd like. So. Very good, very good. In terms of stores, there is a general store that you'd kind of see stuff. You don't see money as much like adventuring type gear as just general day-to-day sort of things. There is the Gemisterium that is very audaciously set in town. That seems to be one of the main focal points of the town. The Amethyst Academy, I said earlier, there are a few students you see going in and out of there still, even at the late hours. Age range, you're seeing some high school-esque age kids, but you're seeing a lot of people who are actually older than that. You're seeing kind of early 20s, even early 30s going in and out of this. A few into their later years as well.
Are they wearing a particular uniform?
They all are in uniform. Some of the older you think may be professors, because they have a bit of a different garb on, but yeah, most of them have a uniform-esque sort of thing going on. There is a particular crest with that, and it's two A's that are intersected.
Oh, interesting. We'll store that information for later.
Okay.
You guys want to check out the Gemisterium?
I mean, the advertisements everywhere.
Let's kill some
That's
time.
true.
We'll see if that
Get some-
pretty girls there.
Get some bling bling.
I'm not sure that they will let you sample this merchandise.
Don't steal those from the kids.
though. Just a heads up. They might not take too kindly to you
Are we sure
showing
it's
on
voluntary?
merchandise before you purchase it.
I'll
That might be
buy it
a-
first.
That might be a
I'll
bit
buy
at you
first.
bought it thing.
Okay.
You know?
Are we sure it's voluntary?
Well,
What? Oh, the gems in the face?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay, let's check it out.
You do want gems in your face.
No.
I can make it
I want
happen.
gems in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Just like fucking grill it up,
Just to
bro.
feel them.
Yeah, we'll walk in.
So as
why
you are
does my
walking
mouth
in,
taste
there
like
is
rubies?
a quite fit, large gentleman wearing a very nice suit sort of thing. Not like two-piece suit like we have, just a nice suit, kind of coat flying over. He goes, "Excuse me, gentlemen." He is wearing a monocle on one eye. He goes, do you plan to enter the Gemisterium?
That's the
Yeah.
plan.
There are tours that can be scheduled for the common people overall, but entrance into the Gemisterium requires presence proof of 50,000 gold pieces.
What?
You have to have 50,000 gold pieces to enter. As in,
I have this badge.
the badge gets you to the city, but entrance into the Gemisterium requires 50,000 present amongst the.
Is there a badge for that?
There's not a badge for that. No, you have to physically show the 50,000.
Well, what if someone
Trust
showed you,
me.
but you forget that they showed you?
I do not forget. Trust me.
Do you give them a badge?
No, there's no badge. I will literally
Seems
let
like
them know
a
out.
prohibitive amount of gold to be carrying around.
The cheapest piece that we offer is 50,000 gold.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying that's a lot of cash to be carrying around.
Not for the people of this city.
I
Well,
mean,
then no.
literally, that's a lot of cash.
Oh, I mean, there's certain bars and notes you can have up higher. But I mean, you would know that if you had 50,000 gold pieces.
I
but
think
How
he's
do you know
trying
I don't
to
have
insult
50,000
you.
I don't. I'm just. It seems to be common knowledge.
that seems like kind of a terrible assumption.
I'm here to terribly assume it's my job.
Well, that doesn't seem like a great hiring practice. You should be good at assuming, not terrible at it.
I make terrible assumptions. That's just the yes.
And that's what I'm saying. You should make good assumptions.
The assumptions I make are at a large scale. Using the term terrible as in not grandiose.
Oh,
not
like a generalization.
Yes, that would work.
Okay.
It's twice today.
Oh, like racism.
Not like that. That.
Is it because he's a teacher?
no, it is not. It's because it's. I won't say.
Is it?
No, forgive me. We jest. No, of course, for an establishment such as yours, that of course makes sense.
We know if I'm not assuming anything, but we don't let ruffians inside. Not calling you ruffian, just we have it.
I don't blame you, especially with some of the pieces you have advertised and things like that. I can imagine that you keep and run a very tight ship.
Extremely tight.
Yeah.
So, the woman you see from the advertisements comes out, and she's a very gorgeous high elf woman with vibrant orange eyes and dark blue wavy hair. Her face shows crystalline freckles that look artificially embedded in her skin, and they are the amethystian crystals you've been seeing on people. Hers, for sure, though, look like they were planted in a very beauty way type of thing. She comes out, she goes, "Oh, calm down. They're new to town. Can't you see? They just want to see the product overall.
Yeah,
if you
what the
all would
lady
like,
said.
I would give you a personal tour. It would be my pleasure." And she's hamming it up. Jeez.
That is exceedingly generous of you. May I ask your name? As you said, we are new to this part of town.
Why,
So,
I'm flattered you
forgive
don't know my
ignorance.
name. I am Magdalene Quentin. I am the owner of the Gemsterium, and she literally does a twirl. Just spins around. She has a very nice red dress on that is kind of robe fashion, like almost Christmassy sort of thing. And it is inlaid with a variety of gems, not just amethyst. She's got ruby, she's got emerald, she's got amethyst, she's got topaz,
This
she's
place
got
is weird.
diamond.
Oh yeah. But I'm drooling. Huh?
Is that something you would be interested in? A tour from this wonderfully generous lady.
Should we tell them that we're ruffians?
I knew it!
Are you a ruffian?
I like to sleep outside. I heard people say that that's roughing it.
Wow. The jump is massive.
I see what you're saying.
I would like to see inside the store.
Let's go inside. Start pushing in.
Starts giving the tour. It is a 2-story building. The upper floor, the staircase itself seems to be made of glass or a crystal, but it's see-through all the way up. And there's 2 stairwells that go up to the top. In the top floor, you don't see the support beams, but it seems to be a loft in there. When you enter the space, it definitely seems a lot larger than how it seemed on the outside, like by double or more. So when you enter it, it definitely widens out. Something is off about that for sure. Those magically inclined, there is something afoot with this for sure. So
There's not any like weird noises going.
No.
Like engine noises going on.
no weird engine noises,
Okay.
not yet.
So something's afoot. We should figure out what's at hand.
Nice.
Get ahead of the situation.
More body parts. Let's go. I'm totally.
I think we need to back up a little bit.
Hey, back. Yeah.
I don't know if I can stomach the situation.
Let's shake a leg, boys.
It might be hidden in the chest somewhere.
Let's go. Let's go. Ramon, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fucking done, bro. Let's move on.
Guys, I gotta go.
It's just a little bit of tongue in cheek. That's all. It's a
So
little on the nose.
every perfect.
Got me.
Every the score is 8-7. Every combination you could think of jewel type thing here. There's inlaid rings, inlaid necklaces. There's
I'm just
inlaid
watching. Goo trying to
brooches, tiaras, crowns. There are scepters. There are even shields with a nice crest and gems on them type thing. And we're talking large rubies, huge diamonds, any sort of thing you can think of overall. There's a lot of gold. There's a lot of platinum. This is extremely nice, and this is on the base level. She lets you know that our prime pieces are upstairs, but unfortunately, you have to have 100,000 gold to get up there. I can't quite let anyone in there on the tour. That's a personal, private kind of business over there.
Are all of these items ornate?
Extremely ornate. Why we only
So
carry
there's no
the
real
finest.
purpose for
These
These
are, and she shows on her hand. She's wearing a ring on every finger. She's like, "Why these are for fashion, of course." Every piece you're seeing, minimum is 50,000. I mean, this stuff is insanely priced overall. There are a few smaller rings that you do spy that are in like the 10 to 20,000 range overall, but they seem to be few and far between. But most piece, the base is going to be 50 grand
Do
here.
you have anything for 80 gold?
No, I unfortunately do not have anything for 80 gold. And you make jokes. You just, it's funny. Oh, whew.
Who makes this?
Why I make this and a couple of my workers.
Do you take outside stuff?
Yes, I have my supplier.
Do you work with the Pride of the Dwarves?
We've had a few pieces together. I usually more do the design work. So if they bring a piece in to be jeweled by me and embroidered of some sort or inlaid, I will do that. And you mentioned function. Typically, our functional type things are upstairs.
Are there any particular stones you're on the look for?
Every stone. I love stones. And you do see that she probably has about 20 or 30 different stones on her person right now.
But what's your favorite?
Oh, that would be the that's a tough question.
The friends you made along the way.
No. No.
Not even
This will just magically gets booted out of it.
There are a few gems of legend that I like to believe are in existence. Some of them are rainbow rubies of a multicolored set. There are a few lapis stones that are of an unusual size that kind of bring unique color out. But I've never seen these such. But if I was to put a favorite, it'd probably be one of those with legend.
Oh, you have a stone
So
like
the,
that, don't you?
the rubies, is each one have a rainbow of color, or does are the, so each one of them has all the colors of the rainbow? Not-
Yes. It says when the
Say-
light hits it, you can literally see an opalescent rainbow display. from
Ah,
the gem
fascinating.
itself.
So not like 7 individually colored rubies or different colors.
Oh, the door. Good shot. Show the nice stones.
Don't say it like
I was
that.
thinking chaos.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
I don't remember how many of those there
Hedgehog
are.
wash
Oh,
out.
that says from the door. Good shot. Show the nice lady your stones.
I'm no seller, and I don't think you're a buyer.
And so I'll pull out the Ioun stone and the green amulet.
Green Amulet is the dragon crown deal.
Around dragon.
She is visibly excited to see the Ioun stone. She
Yeah.
goes, "Oh my! I love these. I have
They're so much
plenty.
fun.
I have plenty of buyers for those. If you're ever willing to sell that, those run quite a high price here.
Really?
They
Do you have
do.
a
They do.
ballpark?
I could probably sell one of those if I dolled it up a little bit, put in a piece. Probably around 60,000 if I did well.
I'm on.
That, of course, is my sale price, though. Buying it from you would be a different number.
Then that's not what I was asking you.
Oh, well, if you're looking to sell here, you may overall. We can talk later on that. So you'd be handsomely compensated.
I like the sound of it.
Did you
And
hear that,
that,
Lutra?
if
She
you'll
called
give me
you
a
handsome.
moment, and she leans into that, you see her orange eye glint over to a purple on just one side, and it has a glow to it. And look, she goes, that
Is
piece.
she looking at the amulet?
Yes.
I'm gonna cover it up and put it back.
Okay. She goes, oh, why'd you do that?
That was not for sale. Mm-mm.
It's
No,
not for,
it's
not for sale.
No.
That's a very interesting piece.
Mm-hmm.
If you are ever willing to sell that, I would pay a very high price for that.
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, if you ever change your mind, you know where I'm at.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
She calls off to the man up front. And she says, Oster, they had more than 50,000. You should have looked at their things.
Not those stones, Gutrog.
Oops, that's...
I mean, he is a Goliath.
The door's locked. Everything turns black. She ascends.
Organs start playing.
Yeah.
Falling into my trap.
Well, acting, unless you are interested in dealing in your stone, when you are dealing in your stones, I think for the moment,
We should go get a banknote. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
something like that. Thank you so much for your generosity and for
Anytime,
inviting us into your lovely establishment. We will be stopping by in the future.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to it.
As do I. Thank you much.
As do I too. Mm-hmm.
Pleasure.
Satisfaction.
Thanks.
Oh, God.
Just walk out.
Please come again. And she does
Please
another
come
twirl.
again. Can I interest you? you want our Slurpee?
There's a shawarma salesman goes by.
Sure, man.
So about how much time did that whole debacle work?
Probably about an hour.
About an hour. What's the pristine pint looking like?
It does look like it is beginning to open its
I
doors.
mean, if everything else
Fantastic.
I bet we can make some money.
Yeah.
Eat fancy for the rest of our lives.
He is retired. You're like, I'm done. I'm good. Amethystia.
If we get a long enough line, we could fish from here too, and then sell the fish.
I still don't think that's gonna work.
You could get fish. You gotta have faith. You gotta believe in yourself. Don't do guidance. You feel 1d4 better about yourself and what you can do.
Still, I don't think we can get the fish.
Oh boy. I will drop concentration. You need to feel better. I will drop.
Oh no, he is. Torture him with guidance.
Alright, you said the bar might be open?
The pint is opening.
Hey, maybe they'll have a stronger ale.
I'm sure they will. Let's get us a drink.
First round's on me.
Hey.
It is primarily the Dwarven miners that are
My type of people.
inhabiting the pint overall. You think that the pint is opening up that correlates to a shift change in the mines because there's a large amount of workers that have that kind of sweat smell to them that come in. You think that the entire design of the pint was to make them feel more at home. And like as you're in there, you're seeing there's more Dwarven type of architecture shape type of thing here. So the owner is a Furbolg.
Oh, what?
Furbolg is a large.
Furbolg?
No, it's like it's a large animalistic sort of looking creature. It kind of has a hunch to its back and a lot of sort of like furs that come in. Longer, kind of snouted sort of individual, but very friendly looking.
Okay.
Like cow ears.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kind of that sort of looking guy. Skinnier than you, not very like wide overall, but
That was his character in the second critical role.
that sort of thing.
The Great Clerk.
Okay.
Yeah. He comes and he goes, well, you're looking at a town. Can I interest you in some sort of alcoholic beverage?
The strongest you have.
Oh, we have some pretty strong things here. Are you looking to get drunk?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it'll cost you a little bit, but... And he goes back and he grabs a keg out, lifts it up and puts it on. It's probably holding like 5 to 6 gallons or so. And he takes a cup about yay big and fills that with his very, very dark, almost black, but like a purplish hued liquor. Puts it down on the table in front of you. He goes, that pint will run you about 5 gold.
Alright.
Or whatever side. I don't
Put
know.
down
more than dinner.
Put down 10 for me and my buddy.
No, 2. Okay, comes up. It pours it, puts it down. The cup itself is made of a brass sort of mixture of metal on that, but it has some dark features to it.
I'm working.
So am I.
Yes, but I don't drink when I'm working.
I'm working on getting drunk.
This'll.
I want to have some what they were making earlier. It smelled pretty good.
What?
What they were making earlier when they were closed.
This definitely smells vastly different from what you smelled earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. That's fine. That's what we're drinking.
What did I smell earlier? I'll ask the barkeep. You guys were cooking in here. I smell it.
We have a common brew that we make every day. If that's what you're referring to, and he pulls out a keg of that and kind of cracks it a little, like has a little. So it smells that smell for sure. Yeah, this is our. Let's see here. Let's get a good spice going. Name a spice. What's a good spice?
Nutmeg.
Cardamom.
You guys want to say nutmeg?
Yeah.
This is. I know. Yeah.
That's nuts.
Jeez. It's a.
You guys had a pumpkin spice food or what?
When we were living together, that was happening like every day.
Really?
Yeah, all the time.
This is a nutmeg liqueur that we make. And it has a white sort of like rum chata kind of texture to it type of thing, but it is a nutmeg flavored liqueur that is what you were smelling earlier.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to know that. Mm-hmm.
Well, great. And he pours. It's about twice the size of that overall. He's like, this will run you just about a gold.
Okay.
I'll pay for his.
Okay.
Thank you. Mhm.
Pulls it aside. Anything for you?
Not at the moment. Maybe a little later. I'm supposed to be meeting a friend here.
Okay. Well, welcome to the Pristine Bite.
How did you make it?
I mean, there's a few
I'm just
processes
gonna
that
like
we
go
do.
sit down.
He starts talking through the process of properly brewing it, type of thing. A little different than you'd expect, sort of thing. Altitude plays a role in this type of thing. He's got a few instruments back there that you've not seen that are made of metal, type of thing, and it seems to really change the texture of things put in there. Like, I mean, you put nuts or all that, it kind of pulverizes them down to a very small amount, type of thing. It'd be akin to like a grinder of some sort. And you see mortar pestles, it seems like a big metal variant overall. I haven't seen something quite technologically like advances, but still not like electrical or anything like that. It's still just a manual. He goes, yeah, it's something I learned from where I'm from going on, and we kind of, this was passed down. I planted here in Amethystia. It's worked quite well. Got a few workers that can go through that.
I haven't seen that you can put a lot of spices in alcohol. I didn't know that.
Well, it helps if you break them down, and the liquid can kind of take them up, and it becomes part of it.
Like a tea.
Yeah, similar to a tea.
Oh, okay. Huh. I'll take a sip of that. How is it?
It's delicious. So it definitely has a naturey texture to it, and it has enough bite that you think a dwarf would enjoy this for sure. So it's definitely on the sweeter end of things, but the flavor overall really sticks on this drink. So haven't had alcohol similar to this, but you've had some other drinks that have a flavor similar to this.
Is it creamy at all?
It's very creamy, yeah.
I can
You
taste
guys-
both the nut
Yeah.
and the meg.
You can taste both the nut and the meg. Yes.
So, like we said, he says it's the strongest they have, right?
Cheers.
And I'm just gonna like immediate a little.
As you try to slam it, you get about 2 sips in, and this is thick. Like it's like a it's like a syrup almost.
Damn.
So yeah, when you start to drink that, it's heavy, instantly numbs your mouth, and it has
It's got
such a
lidocaine.
strong spice to
It's
it
got
that
lidocaine in it.
your eyes begin to water, and when you swallow, your throat is numb. After a while, that gets overtaken with
Or a lot
an
of mint.
intense sting in the mouth that has a burn to it overall.
Lidocaine.
I took a sip.
You took a sip, okay. So you're experiencing this not as intense, but it's the same sort of sensation. So that numbing him down. As the sensation turns into flavor, you're getting the taste of a fire pit. Like you're getting that nice charcoal hue, that nice burnt, that kind of, you're getting that nice woody flavor that comes in. It is extremely enjoyable, and as time progresses and you're breathing in and out overall, you definitely, it smooths out into a nice flavor of that kind of hearth kind of heat overall. It gives you a very warm sensation in your body. You actually get some sweat on your brow overall. You both notice that when he takes this drink and he's breathing outwards, you can see his breath and it looks smoky.
That's awesome.
You, as I take a sip, you also have that smoky presence to your breath that it's going out that way.
Well, you're ready for your next one.
Oh, good. I'll take another. I get another couple sips in, and
Okay, both you guys make a Constitution save.
God.
You can do it.
oh, you guys didn't see me
Yeah.
to drink this?
13.
Because you lost the last one, didn't you?
Maybe.
I think we all lost, because that's why I turned into a monkey and pooped on the floor.
And pooped on the. Why don't I remember the?
He did.
The name,
He did.
the name of this drink is the Almighty Flame.
The almighty flame.
15.
15. You're doing better than he is. It's definitely hitting, and you're about halfway through on this drink. The strength of this is baffling for sure. You're both able to stave off from being. You're both definitely buzzed.
You should give a little bit of this a try. Just a little sip. It tastes really good.
Or this one.
I don't drink when I'm working, Thistle.
No, but it's not drinking, it's a sipping.
Oh no!
I heard that
It's a taste.
the fancy people like this,
Nah.
they go to beer tastings and they taste all the different types of beers, and instead of like drinking it all, they spit it out so that way they can taste it and not get drunk.
That
Don't do that
sounds
here.
incredibly pretentious.
That's just a sip.
Maybe later
Sweet.
after my business is finished.
You
but
can
I-
taste both the nut and the milk.
the nut and the milk.
And
Well,
the cream. Mm-hmm.
I will give it a try later, but I have a strict policy about I don't drink when I'm working.
Okay.
I need
Not
my
this
wits
time.
in my hands to do exactly what I tell them to.
Give me a
Do they
perception
do
check.
differently?
But I
Perception check.
feel.
What was that?
Do they do differently?
You know,
Good,
sometimes
come with
sometimes
moral.
when things get a little fuzzy, you know, you can drop cards.
Oh,
Give me a
okay.
constitution saving throws.
And
Yes,
in
can't
my
say.
line of work, sometimes dropping a card can
Ten.
find you on the short end of a rope.
Guidance in me.
7.
It's not for saving throws. It's for checks.
Oh.
Did you get it canted constantly, so you just took the...
Yeah. You can't. You can screw this.
21.
21's good. 14 decent.
Decent.
You're still buzzed. You're getting more buzzed. You are dipping into drunk territory. So yeah, you're starting to get a little bit off kilter a bit. You are finished now with that first round of that drink for sure. So you're holding well, but I mean this is equivalent to drinking like 5 or 6 normal ales sort of thing. This is
Well,
heavy.
I'll keep an eye on that, and anytime that I see him about to take another drink, I'll just like pat him on the back with my staff and do guidance.
Okay. I believe it's only for checks, right? Not saving throws, or is it?
Oh, is it? No. It should only be checks, I believe.
These are saving throws for sure.
Ooh, okay, never mind.
Because I believe bless is the saving throw one. So
I think you're right. I think it's saving.
Hashtags.
Then my first one was 2 less.
2 less. You're good. 10 was the first cutoff, so you're all right. So 15 was the second cutoff. So
We can
Guidance
change
would be
it to something
spicy
else
for
if you
dark
want.
ones or
Sure.
throws.
Let's go with the
That'd be
cheaper
awesome.
one.
Which one?
5 gold a
Claire should
lot.
be even more busted.
Dude, let's try his drink.
But it was all creamy.
You like the nutty cream?
jeez.
Nutmeg cream is good. Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Let's give it a try.
Okay.
The name of that drink is the busted nut.
No.
2 busted nuts, please.
And I immediately.
Give me and my friend a busted nut.
They are a gold each. So yeah, he brings them out.
That's the equivalent of like, what is it, the buttery nipple or something like
Yeah,
that?
butter nipple.
Buttery nipple? Yeah, that's the equivalent there.
Perception check. What was that?
7.
7. There's a wave of dwarves that have come in. They're getting very, very drunk off of the almighty flame, although they're starting to retell tales of their old times. They're talking about the day's work and all that. The amount of smoke pouring out of these guys is incredible. Like,
I imagine so.
It is literally getting smoky in the atmosphere.
Does it
'cause they
smell like a
have-
hearth in here?
Oh, it smells like a hearth in here. Type
Nice.
of thing. And there is a roaring flame going on in the corner for the heat type of thing. You notice the chill in the air this high up has definitely hit you guys a bit more. So outside has the temperatures dropped drastically for sure. So inside here, the atmosphere has more of an orange glow to it, and it kind of tickles off that smoke. So you're kind of out of that pink hue specifically in here. And you think again the dwarves prefer not like a darker tone to it. So more akin to a mine and things. So there are rooms here to stay as well. The smell is very clean, but there is a hint of dirt akin to how a mine would smell. A little bit of a coal scent as well. You think that's still on theme going on with this. So.
Gotcha.
I will order another beer, and I will ask if... Do you have some... This one was really sweet. Do you have something on the other end of the spectrum to kind of figure it out, but not like a bitterness, though?
Yeah, I could give you something a little more, like a palate cleanser, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, okay, yeah. He pours a standard ale. It is a lot darker than you're used to coming out, but comes out, like, this is pretty standard, about 3 silver.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
This is the unbusted nut.
Yeah. This is the fin in the bust. This is
The fin in the bus.
The filibust. Just wait till we get to the filibuster.
Oh no, it just keeps going. You guys taste the busted nuts. Very creamy, very delicious. Has a nice finish to it for sure.
We are your friends.
A nice finish.
Yeah, because of the earlier
It's okay.
alcohol
I'm the
in,
only
I
one
do need a
that's gonna remember
Constitution
this in the
saving
morning.
throw.
But when you're
Constitution saving throw for sure. Yeah, just because you guys are already laying there.
15.
15. Ooh, you're there. We'll see. Well, yeah.
19.
19. You're holding strong. It's hitting, and this is a lot heavier because of the earlier. I will say, give me evens odds on yours and call it. If it is evens, you'll have the outcome you want. or odds, or whatever you call it.
That I want?
Yeah, I don't know what you want. I don't know if you want
I
to
don't know
kill
what
it
I
or
want
not.
either.
Yeah.
I didn't even call it.
Yeah.
So
Well, say if you call it right, you're sober. We'll say that.
okay.
So what do you call it?
Evens. It's the exact same roll. 16
Whoa.
twice.
Okay, so you are able barely to hold off being drunk right now, although you are right on the edge.
You're adding your proficiency, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you were able to hold off being drunk, but you're like anything else in there would probably tilt you type of thing. So it was 15 again, but I'm like, it's close. So you guys finish your busted nuts. Those go down nicely.
My palate cleanser.
no.
Finish busting the nut.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Finnibus was pretty good.
Good. About an hour and a half has gone into the nights, around 9-ish now. There is the same Dwarven crowd that is going wild. There's a few patrons in and out. There's probably been about 4 more people that seem different that have come in. I will have you give me another perception check.
Okay.
So I know you're on the lookout.
Yeah. Perception. Come on.
Persuasion.
7 again.
So again, you do not
Oh.
notice anything in
Roll.
particular about these new 4.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to do something or whatnot, but yeah, you're not seeing any one that
Well,
screams
given
Grimshaw.
whoever I accosted at the delivery door, given his reaction, I'm assuming we're working under the assumption that Grimshaw makes some sort of trouble or is a generally unpleasant patron at the
Mhm.
very least.
Yes.
So I'm trying to keep an eye out for that, but given that the dwarves are drunk and rowdy,
Oh yeah, they are making a ruckus
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
So who are you looking for?
Eyes are just shut.
that is a fantastic question. Unfortunately, I was not given very many details.
You're given a name.
I was looking for someone named Grimshaw.
Grimjaw! Yeah, I look around.
Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay.
I'm gonna scooch my chair a little bit.
8.
8. There's no reaction. You think that your yell didn't make it past the wall of Dwarven recanting.
I could get on the table.
This is something we don't want to draw attention to. Just keep drinking. You're all right.
Ask the guy pouring the drinks.
I might go and see what he has to say. That's a fantastic.
When will you up there, bring me back another one.
Another one. You want another? You want
No,
another?
no busted.
Yeah, you
nut.
don't want to you want one of the first ones?
I can get you a Finnibust. Mm-hmm.
Do you want me conscious?
That's entirely up to you.
Do you think
I'm not gonna carry you if you pass out. That's gonna be good trying to feast the whole way. So.
Oh, you just shove them off on me, huh?
Do I look like I could carry his fat ass?
fat? I'm chiseled.
You are. That's right.
You are chiseled.
It's all.
So are you.
It's all. Yeah,
Just
okay.
just for flavor, you smell the scent of hot nut coming off of it. Just the mix of those 2 drinks.
Why does it smell like a steam room in here? Oh
It
god.
smells like your mom.
No.
Do you foresee any trouble?
First of all,
Yeah.
my mother's in hell. Second of all, I'm pretty sure she's not playing card games.
Jeez.
You said she was alive.
She alive in hell? She got abducted and taken there, as far as I know.
Do you think we're gonna get in a fight?
I hope not. That's why I'm trying to do this subtly.
Alright.
I mean, as far as
Get one of those Finnibus. They looked alright.
yeah, okay, all right.
3 silver for the Finnibus.
Okay, Gutrag, do you want anything while I'm up there?
Finnibus,
So
3
I'll
silver.
pass 6 silver and bring 2 of those, and while
I'm
he's
walking him up to the bar with him.
Okay, perfect.
while we're up there, I'll ask the barkeep. What's the barkeeper's name? Straight up the conversation.
Yeah, my name is
Finnibust.
trying to think of something with that, but yeah, I gotta My name is Stock.
Stock?
Yep.
Pleasure to meet you, Stock. You have a wonderful staff in there.
I was gonna go with Shaft, but that's
Shaft.
really nice.
Okay, that might be.
Stock.
2 on the shaft.
So, and so I'll order the drinks and then I'll hand him to Thistle and
Thank you.
wander back with
2 for the bust.
and whatever Thistle wants.
And then,
I'll-
do you have anything, another one that you guys made that's another like good spice?
We have a rum back there that we kind of been working on a bit. It's got a kick to it.
What kind of kick?
It really hits the palate hard. It's hot.
Okay.
Wanna try that
sounds
out?
good.
Okay. That one's about 7 silver a pop on that one.
Okay.
So I'll pay for that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Absolutely,
He
Thistle.
gives you a rum. It's about mead. It's not as big as a Finnibus, and it's bigger than the Almighty Flame. It's kind of in the middle of it. It definitely
I
has
love
a
it, Finnibus.
odorous
Yeah.
perfume that comes off it, type of thing that burns a little bit on the nostrils when you smell it. This thing's gonna be hot.
Okay. What's this one called?
That one's called the Clap.
Oh
God, no.
The bird's going down.
This one's called the dry rub. That's what that one's called. Yep.
It's terrible.
It was inspired by the dry rub they use down in the meats there. You know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it hits hard.
1 finna bust, 2 finna bust.
Yeah. What do you get?
This is dry rub. I have not tried it yet, but it's really messing with my nose.
It doesn't go in your nose.
I know.
I'll have you make a Constitution saving throw on the heat.
So, Stock.
Yeah.
The friend I mentioned earlier, I'm supposed to be meeting here.
Okay.
Was hoping maybe you could point them out to me. They're more of a mutual acquaintance of a friend of mine.
Well, that
I'm
would be
not-
very nice to me as
Yeah.
barkeeper
Plus
to
2.
sell at a patron. That
No,
would
no,
be
no, no,
insane
no, no, no.
practice.
This is, it's just strictly business. I'm not here to. I'm not serving anything. Not collecting from anybody.
Not jerk.
I don't know about that.
This change your mind, and I'll slide a hand a piece of gold in between my fingers.
That will not change my mind.
I'll slide
3.
No, to 2. There's
To
one
2?
between each
Okay.
one.
Oh, gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
Slide a hand again.
That will not change my mind.
All right, and then I'll slide a hand again. There's a stack of 10 gold on my palm.
He kind of scooches back, and you see on the counter there are stacks of coins. There's no cash register. Like he kind of stacks the coin, and he puts his hand down next to 10 platinum,
Ah.
and he goes, "This is about where my memory starts to come back."
Your memory's that bad, huh?
Yep.
Oh, that's fine. I'll slide a hand my gold away.
Okay. Okay. Pretty fancy trick, and I'm a little suspicious.
Suspicious of what?
I don't let any sort of activity happen in my establishment here, so
And what activity would that be?
I don't know. I don't let it happen.
I just do card tricks.
Yeah, awesome.
There's nothing to be suspicious of.
Okay.
That's,
Then I won't be suspicious.
oh, then good.
It's like the most suspicious conversation.
Yeah, no freaking out. Yeah.
Oh my god.
You might want to count your platinum again, though, and I'll go back to the table.
He's very confident his platinum's there.
Okay. All right.
What do you like?
That's expensive information.
Yeah. Well, you gotta think where you're at, right? I mean, Amethystia is like incredibly high class comparatively to other establishments and things. So, I mean, his drinks are running 5 gold sometime, and the cake's got, it's a nice place
Yeah.
for sure. So,
But if I take all of his money, then 10 gold looks a lot better.
it looks a lot better. Yeah.
15 con saving throw.
Did you get 15 on the con?
Fine.
You're able to hold it down.
I didn't.
But the
The,
raw
barkeep is proving
spice
to
that
be
hits your tongue is hotter than anything
drastically
you had before. You
unhelpful
almost
and
spit it
far
back
too
out
proud
just from
whatever
the initial gag
information
reflex
that
of
he
this.
wants to sell.
The flavor is great.
I can
It is
beat it
a
out.
very exotic kind
Don't
of
think that
like
would be a
deserty
great idea.
flavor,
I think
and you feel
causing
like
a scene here or
when
first
you're
time having
exhaling, you're
ancestral
literally
may make
exhaling
it harder
sunlight.
for us to
Just the
return in the
sensation that you're
future.
getting from nice.
I kind of
Yeah,
like
so
this
I'm gonna,
So
first time I'm hitting this type of spice.
Okay.
with or
So
without
I'm-
his help.
My ears are gonna perk up like that,
A little more money.
and I'm just going to like feel like I'm exhaling the sun. I'm just gonna and just do that,
Nice.
and just like act like I'm having like a sun ray out of my mouth.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna grab Gutrog's Finnibust and just drink some of that to just put it down a
To
bit.
cool down a little bit. Okay. Just try to find it.
Was it good?
Very good. That was hot. Like it was like I was oven hot in my mouth. But like hot. Like here, try some.
Cook with it?
I'll take a sip as well.
Con saving throw.
Any card games going on?
Wow. Okay, so you are able to get the full sensation of this and hold it down. It feels like you're drinking the sun. Like it's like a deserty sort of like nothing but bathing in the light overall. You hit it when you drink it, you slosh it around perfectly amongst all the gums and really dissipates that sensation. So it's not so intense that you take it out. But the flavor profile you get from this is a very warming sensation that kind of gets into the soul a little bit. So different sort of heat than the Almighty Flame for sure, but it's kind of like you're back at Henna's and you have that nice warmth of like family around you type thing. But it's like you're bathing in the sun.
Okay.
Very summery.
It was very good. Wanna try some?
Yeah.
Con saving throw.
All right.
Man.
21.
21.
21.
Again, you're able to hold it down. You handle it very well. You get that sensation of the sun all around you, and that you have that nice warmth. And like when you exhale, it feels like you're exhaling the sunlight as it comes out. Handled very well.
Yeah, this is good.
Are you guys doing your filibuster?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Con savings for those for sure.
This is the one that I felt.
Yeah.
Not really. All right. That's, you said con, that's 23.
23. You are barely able to hold on. Your vision starts to come in and out on that, and you've been drunk enough. You focus in on a spot, and you're able to hold on to
Yeah.
being sober, but you are
Like,
staggeringly
right there, yeah.
close. Yeah.
11.
11. This dips you. Yeah, you're like, I got it, and
Go.
the room just
Go.
spins overall. You are full on into a full on drunk state type of thing. So when you're looking ahead, it has that kind of wave to it where things are shifting.
My head will hit the table for a moment, like where my forehead is on the edge of the table, and then you'll see my head come back up, and I've got the nose on,
Nice.
and now I'm only clown speak. For
Oh
this.
man. Oh jeez.
Dude, you gotta give me some. You've got to give me some more of that drink you just let me have, my good sir.
I think you've had bloody enough.
I will decide when I've had enough myself.
Do you realize that we're speaking in clown right now, in the middle of the Dwarfen Tavern?
Oh, that's quite alright. I'm sure nobody minds.
We're in
you
this
you
type
hear
of
how
place.
loud
We're not
they're
gonna
being
hear
over there. I
anymore.
don't want to hear it.
They are going to think different things about us.
I freaking love it.
He says he's fine.
The rest of the night continues on uneventful. You are unable to spot a Grimshaw in the crowd tonight, based off the early perceptions and the earlier things going on. So either he did not show up or you did not spot him.
Gotcha. Okay. And Hartman had just said that this was a delivery, right?
Yes.
Not that I'm collecting anything.
Just a
Okay,
delivery.
that's what I thought. Just going
Okay.
over the details.
You guys may stay here for the night. You may head down. It's your kind of call what you want to do. There's other places to stay, but whatever you guys would like to.
How many days is it until the tournament?
It was 2
Up
days.
through tomorrow.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Hong Kong.
He said it was after tomorrow.
After tomorrow?
So, towards the end of the night, since I'm still sober, who's the most unsavory looking dwarven character in the bar?
There is a older dwarf with a black and gray beard that is very unkept compared to the others. Not bad, but you can definitely tell he let himself go a bit. Very, very chubby gut in the middle. Kind of has like the scuff around his cheeks and things like that. And he has been making primarily the most ruckus out of that group.
Has he? Okay.
Yeah.
There's not there wouldn't happen to be a card game or something going on in
No.
that group? No.
Nothing
Okay.
like that, yeah.
Would be convenient, but But he's like kind of in the middle of the group,
Mhm.
not off by
Yeah.
himself. Okay.
He's the elder of the group.
The elder of the
Yeah,
group.
he's definitely getting in his licks.
Okay. I want to watch him until he leaves or decides to go to a room.
Okay. He is not staying here for the night. He leaves the deal with he leaves the Pristine Point late.
Late.
If you're gonna stay up that late, yeah. So, but he's there late, like 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m. or
Okay.
so, with a group and goes
With a
off
group,
that way.
okay.
Nothing about him scrimshaw.
Nothing about
Yeah,
it.
nothing obvious on that. So.
So he's not enough of a nuisance to the wait staff for them to be.
I mean, he definitely raised a ruckus, and you can tell he got on the nerves of a few people, so
Okay.
maybe, but nothing that's jumping out at you.
Okay. And he left with the group. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll leave that for what it is. And
Okay. What's the
I'll
plan?
pay for our.
What's the room layouts?
I'll pay for our rooms.
They're true gold pop.
I'll take care of it.
Okay.
What are those layouts?
They're actually nicer rooms. There is charcoal soap that is on each room, and it's very there's not running water, but there's clean water bucketed and there's enough of them where it's very obvious you can wash up for the night and kind of they'll exchange it in the morning, sort of thing. The beds have very thick blankets on them, probably made of a wool or a cotton from like a sheep sort of thing. Very, very thick to keep you warm at night because, again, the temperature drops here. It is candle lit, and there's a few areas where you can open the candle, protected by a glass outer shell. There is a mirror in each room, and there is a window in each room. So you may look out onto the spire and things.
I just had a really stupid thing to say. Okay. Okay. And how many beds?
Each room has a bed in it.
A bed.
Mhm.
Okay. How big's the bed?
Medium-sized creature. Actually, large-sized creature. Large-sized creature.
It's okay. That's
So,
all. I took care of it.
yeah. A tall fur bull could fit in the bed. So.
Neither you or I wants to deal with these two chuckle fucks when they're this wasted.
I'm not that drunk.
He says he's not that drunk.
If you say so.
I know so.
If you say so, let's get you to bed, big guy.
I can get myself there.
If you say so, help me get.
He's walking straight.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Oh, yeah.
That's-
He held himself well. Yeah, yeah.
That's good. Well,
He is dangerously close, but he's holding on.
He's walking in only.
turns out I might have to
Yes,
ask
yeah,
for
only
your-
straight.
for your help carrying
Only straight.
Gootrog instead of the other way around.
I
But you know,
can carry a good
Very
truck.
I'm sure you can.
Oh, please.
Oh no.
We're gonna fireman carry him.
He reverts to baby clown. That's it.
Baby cloud. Oh,
It's like
God.
my
How much does
character
it weigh?
description, bro.
Oh, you're probably like what, 200 some easy, like
Yeah,
250.
probably
Yeah.
two,
Oh, yeah.
two,
I can
240.
fireman carry him.
Okay, good. You get him to a room. Gets a room for the night. Anything happening? And you stayed up till like 2? Is that
Yeah,
probably-
yeah. I paid for the rooms and made sure those two got in, and then
Yeah.
I kept watching the dwarves to see, and the other patrons to see if I could figure out who I need to get rid of this.
Gotcha.
group.
No luck.
So I'm assuming we're like in a little bit of a cove, so not
Yeah,
really
it's
direct
around
moonlight.
behind it. Yeah, it's up and around, back around. Yeah.
Okay, not really direct moonlight.
No, yeah, you can't. From where you're at, you don't know if the moon is directly above you, or but the spire is what you're seeing outside of the windows. It faces that, so you're seeing some moonlight hit that. You're not quite sure where the moon is from here, though.
Okay. Difficult. I will go ahead and commune with stone.
Commune with stone. Okay. Are you gonna commune in nature? Is it the?
Yeah, commune with nature.
Okay. What are we going for?
Oh, nothing. I'm just
Oh, you're just living it up.
you
Okay.
know, it up, yeah.
Gotcha.
I'll
okay.
make stone angels.
Nice. Okay.
Straight
Out.
to bed, yeah.
Good. Okay.
KO.
Evening goes off well. Very well rested night for sure.
As I'm done
you good?
doing that, are you still working?
Are there still patrons there?
There are a few staff cleaning up, and there is one couple that you think they're on like sort of an anniversary type of thing. You're pretty clear that's not Red
Okay.
Shaw. That's it's definitely a couple, but they are the last patrons.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I think I'm done for the night. That's all.
What did you do for work?
Well, I'm supposed to be delivering something for Hartman.
We did.
I have another delivery.
Oh, you do?
Special delivery.
Give me a stealth check.
I love that song. 21.
You're good. Okay. Did we want to go deliver it to him?
That's why we're here.
So let's deliver it.
Gotta find the guy.
We can ask for him.
This is something that requires a little bit of subtlety.
How do we deliver it to him if we don't know who he is then?
I'm working on that.
How do you... But you haven't done anything.
Oh no!
Jeez.
This is going for the throat, man.
Well, there's only been people watching.
Oh, okay. So do you know who it is?
Not yet.
This'll say, do your job, man.
It's got that post-nut clarity, man.
This-
It's like going for the throat.
I'm trying to find out who this person is without drawing too much attention to myself. Which could be hard to do when you look like me.
So...
I already almost ran into a spot of trouble earlier today, so something that we need to be a little circumspect about.
So how can we find him? How do we know it's the person that is delivered to from Hartman?
Well, I have a name and the location he's supposed to be at.
Is it here?
It is here. That's why we're here. Unfortunately, Hartman neglected to give me a description of said fellow.
So we don't know if he's a dwarf or a furbolg?
I'm fairly sure he's not the furbolg. Whether or not he is a dwarf, I'm inclined to think he is, given what one of the employees said earlier today when we came by. It seems to me that most of the most frequent patrons of this establishment are going to be dwarves.
So it's likely a dwarf.
Most likely, but could
Do we know anything else about him?
apparently the staff's not real fond of him.
The staff doesn't like him.
Yeah.
What if we ask the staff more questions about him?
That was one of my plans tomorrow. But as somebody who's not Puck.
I'm not Pug.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But,
You hear very loud snores coming from Gutrog's room. I'm assuming Bador is drifting off as well.
Yeah,
this is something we need to be careful with, Thistle.
Okay.
I'm not sure what Hartman gave me, but something spooked a guard earlier when I was going through by myself and collecting
Spooked
my
a
badge.
guard? He saw it?
He didn't see it, his dog spooked.
I could be a dog and figure out what it is.
I think it's going to be better for both of us if we don't know what it is. Because then if anybody asks us any questions, we don't have any answers.
But wouldn't it be better if we had the answers, so that way they would stop asking us questions?
No, because those answers lead back to Hartman. And to, by extension, my people.
So then, if we didn't want them to know it was Hartman, why'd you tell me it was Hartman the first thing? We have the wrong answers.
Because I trust you, Thessel.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll go to bed.
What if...
This is also why I'm trying not to drag the three of you into this too much. That way, if
You can
somebody...
change yourself into stuff, right? What if
I
you
can.
disguise yourself as a guard, and I'll be a horse, or a dog, and then we can say that we're looking for gray guy.
I feel like that is going to make it much harder for him to find him. He seems like the kind of person who maybe isn't the fondest of guards. Now,
There was something when I was in that war band. There was something that the orcs did that got us to take people captives. We told them that, or they would tell them that they had a relative that lived outstate, passed away, and they had to come sign some documents to take over the estate, and then we would capture them on their way there.
and that worked?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It didn't work with caravans though, because they're trying to sell money and they don't really have their relatives.
That's fair. That's
They're
fair.
typically estranged.
That's fair. Did you did your band ever try to offer people large sums of money for sending you guys money in exchange for releasing it for some dead relative or something like that? From maybe some obscure part of the continent in Chult or something like that, like a Chultian prince for instance. That seems like a good scam.
That wasn't something that I was a part of, but they would send the captured people over to talk to other people to tell them about to cover their wagons, like a type of insurance, but like prolonged from when the dealers happened, so like an extended
an extended warranty.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
So they got the extended caravan coverage.
Mhm.
That's important.
As you guys finish up your conversation for the evening, what is the plan for the next day?
So we're gonna disguise as a guard and a dog. No.
Are we staying in Amethystia? Are we going back down? Are we
We
going
want
to
to make
the?
it back to the tournament, right?
We have another full day, I believe.
Did you have a full day?
I think staying in Amethystia is a good idea.
So there is
There's still definitely wants to stay in
stay in the
Amethystia.
area and kind of look for Grimshaw is an option. There's mines is an option for sure. There is trying to circumvent the mines to get to the upper spire as well, but that would probably go through the nest sort of situation overall. There's heading back down, and then there is etc. If you guys come up with whatever, but those are kind of the main chunk we have ahead of us.
I think to fulfill Hartman's request would probably be a priority, and then after that, get back down in time for the tournament. And then after that, we can decide if we want to come back up or do something else.
Discipline knows where he wants to be right now.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Are there, because we're in Amethystia, I know there's the rich bigwig pinky people up here.
Pinky people.
Yes.
Pinky people.
But are there
I think it's the episode title
any,
right there. Yeah.
I like that.
The peepees.
what is the,
Fin in the butt.
are there any vagrants or vagabonds, beggars?
Give me a perception check with advantage.
They sweep the hobos off the ledge at night.
Oh god!
Back to the
Back to the below with you.
They're not pinky enough for us.
So you're gonna spend your time looking for that. What is everyone else doing this day?
I'm gonna convene with him in the morning.
Okay.
Get a plan to help him figure out the delivery.
Okay. Are you helping him investigate this?
Yeah.
So you can roll with advantage.
You already gave me advantage.
Oh, excuse me. He already has advantage. You may roll one of yourself. Straight roll if you like. Perception.
Perceptione?
Yeah.
9.
What's the advantage?
I don't have advantage. I'm
Yeah,
straight.
he's just straight.
Yeah, I'm straight.
Yeah, where'd it go? Hold on.
Couple more of those fin in the pustos we know.
Mm-hmm.
No, where did it go?
I don't know.
Hold on.
You two, do you know what you're doing?
Nursing a hangover and.
No, there it is. 11.
11?
What's
You wanna
advantage?
The first one was a nat 1, which is my 4th or 5th
Wow.
nat 1.
Oh, man.
I have had garbage luck tonight.
You do not see a single vagrant in this entire area.
This is
I would-
not Puck's area.
No.
I would say we try to help Puck finish his.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm with that.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
Okay.
If there's word about going and looking for slummy places, I'd go do that as well.
Okay. Give me a disadvantage because of the hangover and just give me straight.
And perception, you said?
Perception works, yeah.
Give it to him straight for the door.
Can't do.
Okay.
Dude, you just can't do.
Yo! I got a natural 20 and a 14 roll.
Dang, dude.
So,
Wow.
That's a strong 1.
Yeah,
You got that one?
Yeah.
Dude, there's a lot of that ones tonight.
You still have that Inspiration
You
too.
do.
This is true.
I do. Yeah.
16.
We do. 16 solid. And this is fun for you. So, as you're nursing the hangover, your senses are a little heightened overall. I mean, you're kind of like you're experiencing things overall. You pick up an odor that is just putrid. This smells like pure BO of someone who does not bathe at all. And it is rancid, and it's coming off of a person.
Don't look at me. I used the water in the room.
There's a guy named Tink in the alleyway.
Oh gosh.
Thistle smells amazing, as always.
I overheard the name, right?
I believe.
Do I remember the name?
That's tough. I'm gonna say no, but you have that strong smell that is out of place.
Okay, so I'll chase this one.
Okay, you go to a back alley, and there is a very drunk individual that is slumped on a dark alleyway, trying to hide himself from the public eye overall, and he reeks of BO.
Hey, are you okay over there?
Who are you talking to?
Talking to you, man.
You're not talking to me.
I think I am.
Fuck off.
You okay?
No, I'm not okay.
What's wrong?
This is empty.
And there's just a bottle. It goes.
You want more?
Yeah. I would love more.
Give me a minute. I might be able to help you.
Huh.
I'll find Puck and I'll be like, I might have somebody who can help us, but he wants beer.
Oh, he wants a beer. Oh well.
It's a general store.
There is a general store. Is there a specific store?
No.
Okay.
You know what the name of the store is actually?
What's
It's the general store.
It's the general store.
It
Of
is,
course
yeah.
it is.
It is, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll run into the general store real quick. And
Six pack.
yeah.
40. Paper bag.
Shit. The cheapest, worst
It's
beer I
Mickey's,
could
dude.
find. Oh no. Whatever they sell in a brown paper bag or yeah. So.
There is there's
You're not helping
wines
this man.
that sell 10 gold a bottle, and there are a
Punch
few
that again.
ales. Yeah, there are a few ales that sell for about 2 gold a bottle.
2 gold a bottle.
That's the cheapest end of things you're seeing. here.
Okay. And what's the strongest?
Oh my god.
Look, man.
There's a 3 gold one that you think's pretty spicy,
Okay,
like
we'll-
pretty
we'll get
up
that
there
one.
in the strength.
Fucking alcohol poisoning.
Says 115
man,
proof.
bro.
You'd be surprised what I've had to deal with.
Says 115 proof.
150 proof. Yeah, so we'll get a bottle of that, in a brown paper bag or something. And we'll,
Okay.
I'll say our vagrant's over
Our
here.
vagrants. Okay, well, thank you, Gutrog. All right, so I'll follow Gutrog.
As you approach, the smell hits you, and it is terrible. It's like someone who goes to the gym every day and does not touch water.
He needs to wash his ass.
I'm gonna
I
have
don't
to.
think he does wash his
I'm gonna
ass.
have to burn these
Swamp
clothes.
ass coming
I'm
out.
going
Oh gosh,
I'm
that
going
is
take a
never coming out.
and then make Druidcraft to make it smell like roses and just keep flickering it as we continue.
Nice. Okay. Well, incense. Okay. There's a very pleasant odor coming out of.
Oh, well, that's
also
fantastic.
it's
Okay,
of
maybe I
roses
don't
and
have to
stuff.
burn the
It's like
shirt.
Harry Potter versus Voldemort.
There's just a cloud, and they're like perfectly for just fighting.
Right.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, you came back.
He did, and he brought
me a
friends
high
and a
five.
present.
Whiffs bad. Whiffs bad.
Just need
Yeah. Just stop moving.
just need to ask you a couple questions real quick, and then you and this fine bottle here can intimately equate yourselves with each other.
He turns, and you see that mark from earlier in an inlaid amethyst on his cheek underneath his beard.
Ah, okay.
I feel like we're taking
You-
this person.
You
We
wouldn't
are.
happen to know a Grimshot, would you?
Who is asking?
Who is telling?
A friend? of Hartman's.
Oh,
You don't think he's seen a goblin before.
Do you all see what?
And he starts touching your face.
What is this?
What are you talking about? That's our halfling buddy Fred.
It's not a halfling.
Definitely a
I've seen a
halfling. He's been a
halfling.
halfling his entire life.
Touch him more.
As he's doing this, I'm just like trying to flick a splinter in his teeth as like
Nice.
a toothpick.
Give me a ranged attack.
Oh no.
Right in the eyeball. No. Is it that one?
No, it's
Oh.
probably gonna hit. So 19.
You get it in the mouth, and he goes,
Ah,
and for a moment, his breath smells nice.
That one's-
There's a
that's-
nice reprieve.
that
That one's mint.
That one's been.
There's a nice mint coming out of his mouth for a hot minute there.
Is he still groping my face?
He's done. But yeah, he gave you a good feel over. He goes,
do you all see this?
Yeah, he's my friend.
That's Fred.
I thought I was going crazy.
Yeah.
Halfling.
He might want a shower.
You know,
I'm walking up the alley.
this guy. Someone tells me to clean it up. They don't smell like me.
Yes.
He turns at the mention of his name. Yeah.
that's what I thought. I have something for you.
Is it not alcohol?
It is, but I've got something else for you from a mutual friend of ours.
I don't really have any friends.
Well,
I don't know who you're referring
a
to.
acquaintance, someone you know from a long time ago.
I've known many people from long ago. I
Do you?
was a bit of a hot item back in the day. What's her name?
His name's Hartman.
You're from Harbin? Do you have the package?
He's sobered up so damn fast.
Sleight of
And
hand
it's
it.
very clear there's an act. 100%.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'll sleight of hand it. I do.
He takes it, peels it back, opens it up. You see a powder substance, for sure, in the case of it. It glistens. And you're
Okay.
able to pick up that there is diamond dust laced into whatever this particular substance is. Give me an Arcana check.
Is this literally crystal meth?
No.
It's blue. Arcana, you said?
Yes, sir.
Hartman's actually Heisenberg.
Jeez.
I'm the one
That's
that's
a 23.
23 is
Hey, finally.
Um,
Alright.
You are
That's
able
not-
to ascertain that this is 2,500 gold worth of a component for a very high up magic spell.
Oh.
Interesting.
You're
Okay.
starting to grasp that it may be an illegal substance because of the value and the brevity of what this could do.
Okay. But at this point, Hartman being the former head of the organization, I'm not. I'm gonna keep that information under my head.
Okay,
I'm
good.
not do anything with it yet.
Okay.
But so, you still want the bottle?
I mean, you can leave it if you'd like.
But I believe that concludes our
Transaction.
All right. And he wraps it up, kind of closes it in, tucks it very deep into a coat pocket overall, and he gives you a grasp on the shoulder overall. Even the smell dies down at this point.
Huh.
Gives you a grasp on the shoulder, and he goes, "You've done good work today. I don't, it's there may be work in the future overall." And you feel a heaviness hit your back right pocket.
Okay.
It's a turn.
The
Alright.
key point is shit.
Alright, so we'll
The Vulcan poop drip.
I won't draw any attention to that, but I'll clap him on the back and
No
make my way out of the.
Clap his cheeks with it.
Just bend him up.
Slap his cheek from the back.
From the back, there you go, and make my way out of the.
Okay. You see him wave his hand, and the smell returns.
Fascinating.
And he
Okay.
goes, yeah.
And you see him just kill the entire bottle.
Wow.
Guard!
So,
He's right.
was he a dwarf?
He's not a dwarf.
He is not a dwarf, just a
dwarf.
dude.
Just a
Okay.
dude, yeah.
Fascinating.
He is human by appearance.
By appearance, okay. And was he in the tavern last night? Do I recognize him from him being?
You
in
do not remember seeing him.
Interesting. Okay,
He's
cool.
human by appearance and shambling mound by odor.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, astute.
Fair enough.
Astute.
Gutrog? Well done. Thank you, sir.
Gotcha, brother. Gotcha.
Is
Well-
that everything?
That
Here.
is everything that I've got, so.
The weight, there is a bar about yay thick overall that has a 500 on it.
Ah! Fantastic. I got one of those fancy bars then.
There's a fancy bar.
Yeah, so I'll
Say we make our way back down.
secrete that away with the rest of my money that I hide in various places because I'm paranoid because of Kason.
Man's a menace.
He is.
Good for the night there.
I
Can
think
you
so.
wrap up
Right.
stuff?
I am definitely spending any extra time that we have in Amethystia
Okay.
studying
Nice.
the
You
kitchen.
can give me a cooking check for sure.
I'm guided myself.
Nice.
I rolled so badly.
Thank
There's
God
some
we didn't have any
rough
combat.
It was there. I mean, that was,
Was
definitely
it?
the Griffin thing. That was definitely the hookup like that's
Ah.
accessible for sure.
Okay.
19.
19.
time.
It's you pick up more, but nothing you can use yet on
Gotta
this.
do. We gotta
Two
You kind of
the only rules
hyper
I had
fixate
that were
on
different.
the pan searing of the seafood, and you're seeing that there's a different way of cooking things that you didn't think was possible. Kind of thing. So you've kind of broadened your horizons on what you know is out there, but this is something you would have to train under to get for sure.
I'm gonna be Goblin Ramses.
Goblin Ramses, man. This is shit. What are you? I'm an idiot sandwich. Alrighty, guys.
Yeah,
I had a blast. Very fun.
that was
Drive
fun.
safe.
You too, buddy.
Good to see you. Goodbye, Frank.
Later, later.
Good to see you.
hands.
Thank you for a good session.
Oh,
brother.
Anytime, man.
Later, later.
I enjoyed it. It was
Good to
cracking
see you
up.
guys.
Good.
There's
Later,
a lot
later.
of jokes
Good to play
flying tonight. I
again.
like
That was
it.
good.
Good stuff.
Pinky people. That's the title.
Pinky
of this one?
people, if I can remember. Pinky
Pinky
people.
people. Just remember. I just remember PP.
The PP.
The PP.
I'll write pinky people right here so I can remember that.
Hasta luego.
Hasta la
See you later,
pasta, my
man.
guy.
I think that might be the worst I've rolled in any session, including when I've DM'd.
I don't think I've. Okay, I rolled that bad on your campaign, but not in this campaign.
Oh yeah.
I will give out some XP for the RP. I just gotta figure out what the number is.
All good.
I'm not trying to force things.
You give us
No,
10
no,
XP,
you-
we're a little late.
10 is all you guys need?
I'm kidding. It's
Oh
not
my
on this
gosh.
line. It's really ridiculously small.
No, that was fun. Well, the failures were good because I had to think about it.
Let's turn off the video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to force hand on anything.
No, no.